The mini?
Okay. I don't know. Rather than me asking you what kind of weapons and do you like it, you can just pick one.
Okay. We use a shield and the balls can be out.
So we're rolling? Yeah. I think we're rolling. Yeah. Edit that out. Okay, so the rest of the gang is doing a little town time. Sparky is actually off in Helen, interviewing people and making sketches. It comes way south.
Yes, we're here.
Oh, map's upside down. Or right side up now.
Yeah.
Used to it upside down. Sparky's off in Helen, where he's interviewing people and making sketches of the yellow mech that was destroyed.
Ah, right. That was the scout one. Remember?
The scout one, exactly.
So that's the one that goes invisible. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's over there learning all that stuff.
Oh, good. Okay.
And so you were taking the advantage of the time to create a few scrolls, you said?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of scrolls are you making? Just some...
Thinking about... No, I'm definitely going to be making scrolls of chaos bolts. So
just some chaos bolts?
Just extra in case I run out of spells. I noticed
just
that...
So, run up your spell slots, basically.
Yeah, I've been noticing here lately that...
That's like a little card guy.
Yeah.
He's so tiny compared to the bugbear, but I guess that's okay.
Anywho. But yeah, because I noticed we've been going through my spell slots pretty quickly, especially in the bigger battles. Like, you know what? To supplement that, I better have some scrolls on hand.
Okay.
So I'm going to
go... Yeah, rather than falling back to a crossbar or something like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of spendy, but it's more fun that way.
Yeah. Okay. So with that...
And what are you going to spend money on anyway?
I've been trying to decide right now. The thing I want to do is each one level 1. Maybe a level 3, but the level 3 one is 500 gold and takes 1.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. But at the same time, having 1 extra fireball kind of seems to help. At least until I can get...
Yeah, but how often do you cast a fireball and make $500? I mean... I don't know.
That is a fair point. That is absolutely a fair point. That's just another reason why I'm hedging on it. But at the same time, it costs $250 for a level 2.
Yeah, but see, I think the level 1s are a good deal.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get a bunch of level 1s then.
Especially if you're doing chaos bolts, right?
Yeah.
That's some decent damage.
Actually, here's the question. Would I be able to do shield as a scroll and still be able to have that as a reaction?
Oh, do you know shield now?
I've had shield.
Oh, yeah, then yeah.
I know,
which is kind of weird, though, the whole scroll reaction thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you just touch it and...
That's what I was thinking.
It's a really short spell.
It's
more like, rather than a scroll, it's more like a business card. We just...
Well, I mean, if you think about it, you could make scrolls that time. There is nothing that says you can't.
Yeah. By all the rules, you totally can have a reaction scroll.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and make 10 scrolls. So, for the same price as 1 level 2 scroll, getting 10, I'm going to do 6 Chaos Bolt and... Actually, I'll do 7 Chaos Bolt, 3 Shield.
3 Shield. Okay.
So, and I'm going to make a notation of that so we can get that.
And you're doing that in your evenings because your main goal here is to train your new Wyvern to replace Udar. And the new lady Wyvern's name is
Radu.
I gotta write that shit down. R-A-D-O?
It's the Palindrome. Because I actually got Udar from Radu.
Oh, okay.
Reading in
After Udar, we switched back to Radu.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a post on Facebook this week about who's the last person you killed. And so I put Udar in. And everybody said that was a good name.
Thank you. Like I said, it was I say Radu was actually the name of a vampire in a book I was reading. Like a palindrome, man.
Yeah. Udar. I like Udar. Radu is just as good. We'll go with that. So you're flying out with a trainer, And the trainer is on loan from Riverhead, who's just come over to study where. And so he's been training Radu in addition to his own mount.
TBD. And that is its name, yes.
TBD.
Your name is Letters.
Lots of E's. Although it should be similar to Radu because you would have technically named them both.
It would be.
What? I mean, I didn't hear you.
I don't think I quite understood it either.
That's okay.
TDB?
TDB.
We're just going with TDB. So TDB and Radu. Because it just looked like a TDB when he hatched. Okay, so we have TDB and Radu. And his name is Evan, and he's an Eldritch Knight. There you go.
The ways of arcane and fighting. I consider that concept myself.
Just a little fighting myself.
Not well, but mind you.
So, in the daytime, you're doing, the grooming, building trust, blah, blah, whatever you do when you're training and whatever.
Yep.
And you guys go out for flights, and and so you stop for lunch at one of the little border stations near. Yeah, actually, I need to add to that. So yeah, bring the map out.
Here we go.
Near the end of your training, you decide to fly all the way down to Itch Mountain. And so you even fly past Itch Mountain to one of the border stations there and stop to have lunch with some, basically the southernmost goblins from Itch Mountain. Okay. So it's a couple days flight, right? But you want to test out that long range travel thing. You can fly down south there. And as you're having lunch with those goblins, and a hobgoblin, just for flavor, they say they ran into the weirdest thing, and they want to show it to you.
Okay.
It says, yeah, this demon came up out of the south, and so we killed it because there's 6 of us and 1 of him. But from all I've ever heard about demons, is they're supposed to disappear when you kill them, and this one didn't. So they take you over to a now rotting carcass of a demon that never smelled too good. And
is this a Dretch?
Yeah, you recognize it as a Dretch. And sure enough, there's a Dretch body. And they point to the south and say, yeah, it was not, there's no trails through the mountains. There's a trail at the east side of the mountains. There's a trail at the west side of the mountains. This thing was just stumbling, bumbling across the mountains themselves, and it came upon the goblin outpost as they were patrolling, and it growled and charged as if it was hungry, and they started shooting it with crossbows, and it died.
Oh, you guys are very lucky. I read in the Great Tomes of the Nail Split how they encounter these things. Very nasty smelling, and they mess with you if you get too close because of their stench.
It's thick.
Mm-hmm. Not that it smells much better right now.
Yeah, smells terrible. Luckily, it's not too close to their actual camp, so they haven't any problems with that.
Well, there was one other thing I remember from the teachings of Nail Split. Pull out a bandana, tie it around my face, and I get closer to investigate.
Just wet it down.
Oh, wet it down?
Yeah, gotta wet it down.
Okay, wetting it down then too.
Yeah, so I know you have that love of history and reading back through things, and normally they turn to goo. You remember that part?
Mm-hmm.
And this one didn't turn to goo. It just died and fell over. So you're one of the first people, along with these goblins, who've ever seen, the dead body of a Dretch.
I, for one, do not feel very blessed by this.
You shouldn't, because per the teachings I've read, these things being extraplanar, that's why they turn to goo. They return to their home plane of origin. For this one to be here, it's been like the Cambians in Nargo. They started on the prime material plane, which is where we are.
Right, it was. However, demons are made here.
And that alone is horrifying. Because if there's one, there could be more. Now, one thing I really wish I had the medicines. Does anybody have the medicines? Did Evan take medicine?
Evan did not take it.
Straight wisdom roll.
Okay, no, I'm not going to do a wisdom roll. So, I'm trying to
Figure out what you're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Let me figure out what I'm trying to do.
Oh, you charged him as though he was hungry. So basically, I'm looking to see body structure. Does it look like they're emaciated? Like this thing was on its last legs and it charged because it was gone insane because of hunger. So basically, I'm looking at does it look like it's just skin and bone?
Body fat kind of thing.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I've only got +1 to this. 6.
And luckily it's easy. I mean, you can tell it's a little bloated now, having been dead a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But it started out pretty chunky. It wasn't any kind of a hunger issue.
Okay, now that also is.
So it wasn't like I'm starving and I'm going to eat those goblins. It was more of a I'm a demon and I fucking hate everything.
I can relate to that. Okay. And where did you say you found this guy from the south?
He just came up tromping over the mountains, no trail, over the mountains from the south.
And with there being no trail, and I don't have survival skill, that makes it even harder to track it back to where it came from. Have you guys encountered any other mountains or cave openings within the mountains further south of here?
Oh no, this is like super quiet. We all just go for a walk every day and chill out here until our shift is over, and then our rotation is over, and then we head back to It's Mountain to drink beer, and I'll go, yeah!
Can you take me to where you found him?
Yeah, right here. I mean, the body.
Just right here.
Yeah, we didn't move it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why you wear one of these. Okay, so. All right.
And so, I mean, It's Mountain is here. You're within, the square. You're an hour
Okay,
south.
we're still within it.
Yeah, you're an hour south
Gotcha.
of It's Mountain. That's the It's Mountain perimeter.
Okay. All righty. Well, Evan, we might have another way of training. Let's
I'm supposed to know something.
No, it's like, so now what do we do? Well, we can just let Brock handle it all, right?
I was about to say, so Evan, I don't think we've seen how well Radu does in combat yet. Let's go exploring.
Evan doesn't talk.
Evan doesn't sound like she's a quiet kind of elder tonight.
Oh, this is the worst.
Okay,
You should always talk. I'm going to be talking your ear off.
That's what Pearl does. That's why Evan doesn't talk.
So, you traveled all the way from PG7, and you were planning on traveling back, so you really only have enough food stores for like a week for the wyverns, right? That's the hard part, is feeding the wyverns.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, it's only 2 days from PG7 to each month, so you had a week's worth of food. So you want to be careful that if you're going to leave from here, then you don't run out of food.
I was like, we're only going to be, so if that's the case, we can go 2 more days at maximum south before we have to go back, and that should give us enough time to get back to
Just to each mountain?
PG7 without any.
Oh, no, I mean, just to each mountain, you could resupply there.
Oh, that's if we're doing that, then I can go 3 days.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll go 3 days then. Hopefully
Well,
it doesn't take
if
that
you
long.
go 3 days south, and then 3 days north, then you'd be 1 day over.
Well, that would be able to resupply each mountain.
Yeah, but if you go 3 days south from each mountain and 3 days back to each mountain, that would be 8 days total travel, right? Given that you've already traveled 2 from PG7. So if you leave here from the camp,
Oh, okay. All right, now I follow you now. Okay.
you've already used 2 days of rest.
Okay, so.
I mean,
So
you can always just, you're an hour away from each mountain. You can always go back and stock up at each mountain, or you could leave directly from the camp here.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to, let's say, since we're within an hour of each mountain, I'd rather go back, resupply.
Okay. And do you want to report in or anything?
Yes, I do want to let them know that an oddity has been discovered in the form of a dretch. Let the chroniclers know in the War College of this oddity, and we're going to investigate.
Okay. So the War College is at PG7, but there you have people here at each mountain. So you find somebody nominally in charge or assistant to someone nominally in charge, and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You know how these things go. You see one, and then you see a bunch.
Yeah, that's my concern. What makes it even more concerning is the fact that, and of course, repeat what we were talking about.
Yeah. And it's like, we should probably figure out where they're spawning.
Yeah, so my hope is to recon more than anything. But if things get dicey, we'll do what we can to keep them at bay.
Okay. So you restock. Do you want to go double? You want 2 weeks of supplies, or is one enough?
Well, since I've actually got 15 days written for both rations for me and Mount, so let's
Go back to
15.
15. Good. Okay. So you stack up to 15, which is your normal load that you carry.
Well, it's been my normal since we were going to
treks.
the longer trek. Yeah.
From Nargo to Snow White territory.
Yeah.
Right. So you go. You know what? Right back to the 15-day thing that worked out over on the west side. Let's do it again. All right, and then you guys head south, back to the Dretch's body, I assume, and then you can start following from there.
Yeah. First thing, we'll go ahead and actually.
So we have 10 days downtime, and then this will be day 1 after your 10 days.
Okay.
And again, if you want to look for things, you leave in the morning. If you want to hide from things, you leave at night. So this is obviously leave in the morning.
This one we have to leave in the morning with this being
better.
Yeah.
So you leave bright and early, and you take off flying south.
Oh, I was actually looking through the spells list. I discovered a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping I'd be able to cast Arcane Eye at 4th level.
No, not for sorcerer. Yeah, people always consider sorcerers and wizards so similar, but
well, their lists aren't too dissimilar.
But there's just those few spells where you're like, oh man, I can't have that. Should have been with.
No, I'm still happy with the sword. I'm still happy with the decision I made being sorcerer, just because of what I'm dealing with this. Okay. Are
you gonna try to follow the tracks for as long as you can?
That's what I want to do. Yes. So would I do that more of an investigation, or does it still need to survive?
No, that's survival.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do another survival check.
Should I survive?
What skills does Evan have, out of curiosity?
Perception, intimidation, athletics, and
What I expect from a fight. Gotcha. Survival should be one of those, honestly.
And magic for the other stuff.
Yeah.
So, instead of survival, magic.
What background did you take? Soldier, okay. Makes sense for perception.
Generic, dude.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I made him in like 10 minutes.
You made him in less than 10 minutes. Seriously, no, she set a record, people. She made a 6th level character in less than 10 minutes.
I have an app.
Oh, 19.
Oh, excellent. All right, so you see that the way its claws drag on the rocks, that even in the it's leaving marks even when it's even when it's passing over hard surfaces, and that's good because then the wind and the rain won't interfere with the tracking either. So you follow it south, and it looks like it was headed in almost exactly a straight line, and a straight line oddly, irregardless of terrain. So like where it could have walked around a 20-foot boulder, it went over it instead. So it seems to be on a compass heading that it's using, and it is traveling exactly straight.
Okay, based on that, looking the direction of straight line, where would that essentially have taken it?
Right, and then you. Oh, here's right past over here. Okay, where's right past? I forgot it's on the east side of it. So I don't have to play that. But it looks like it's pointed directly at this area here where there's a dot on the map.
Okay.
But it's a dot that you're not familiar with, having never been there.
Well, no, what I'm talking about, where was it going?
Oh.
That straight line, where would that eventually, where would that line intersect if it kept going straight? That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, to follow it directly backwards would be that road.
We had one out here at one point.
Yeah.
Stolen.
It's this direction.
Okay, so it would have taken it right past H Mountain, but that's it. If I'm looking at the line right.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have taken it almost directly to Itch Mountain. But then had it passed Itch Mountain, it would not have followed the mountain range to PG7. It would have just gone straight north. I mean, it's not exactly north, but it's close.
Yeah, which I do find even more odd. Because there's no guarantee it actually would have gone straight past Itch Mountain. Looks like it may have gone straight past it.
Yeah, it might have. It's not like it was headed for the entrance of Itch Mountain. It would have passed over the cave complex, but not necessarily towards the door.
Well, I would say it sounds like it was under like a geyser command or something, but then it charged at the Hobgoblin and his troop.
Right.
So it means it had some type of control over its actions. Another puzzling matter. Because also, if I remember correctly, we encountered the Dretches in PG7.
That's correct.
So it wasn't going back there then either.
Right. There was a portal in PG7 that had opened up, and demons were coming through that portal.
Mm-hmm. Which they still stay there annually to make sure that the portal stays closed.
That's where Mama sleeps.
It's also where Mama sleeps, yeah. Okay then. So, see which direction it was going. Let's continue back to where it came from.
Okay. So over the next couple of days, you fly with frequent landings to follow the trail. But it's really easy because it's traveling directly. It's always traveling in exactly the same direction. Mm-hmm. So you touch down just to verify. You're like, yeah, there's some marks, fly that direction. Yeah, there's some marks, fly that direction. And it's pretty easy. You come across a pass through the mountains, which isn't actually drawn here, so I'm going to draw it here now. There's a pass here. And just south of the pass, behind, and it's not visible from the pass, but from the air, it's obvious, because it's just over the next hill. You find a very large, ornate carved stone door.
complicated when you say ornate carved. It's just how well it was carved, or does it have designs
It
carved?
has designs on it too. I'm just waiting for you to fly up close.
Looking at it, how big are these doors? Big enough for a fucking storm giant to go through?
Yeah. No. No, because it's only 10 feet wide, and it's 30 feet tall. So it's not big enough because it's not wide enough. So it looks like it was made tall just to be more decorative.
I've heard stories of dwarves who did something like that.
Yeah. There's a rock, solid rock, almost porch, a terrace, directly in front of the door. But that looks like it had actually been improved at some point, non-naturally occurring, right? Like the rock was flattened out here before the door was put there. But it was never improved with any kind of pavers or pavement or anything. And it has lots of erosion from a long period of time, but you can tell it's not naturally flat. It's been flattened. The door, though, is very large, made of stone, and it has a lot of ornate carvings on it. And it has a lot of mining theme to it. And in the center of the door, at just above the ground, are three figures: a human on the left, a dwarf in the middle, and a elf on the right. And they're all holding hands. And above each of the figures, there's text in common over the human, in dwarf over the dwarf, and in elven over the elf. And it says, haven't done it yet. And it says, say the magic word in common. Do you speak dwarf or elf? Dwarf or seldom?
No, I speak Draconic and Undercommon as well as Common.
Okay. So the common above the human says, say the magic word.
Friend.
He did it. Everybody knows that. Yeah, nothing happens.
I'm sure everybody does that.
It's happened 3 times now. No, wait, 4.
I'm pretty sure I got it right the first try.
Yeah, no, somebody usually starts yelling friend before I even finish the description. He waited until I finished the description, then he said friend.
Oh, I made sure it wasn't something else.
Nothing happened.
Okay. I mean, friend, I'm looking at holding hands, togetherness, friendship, please.
Please, the door opens.
There we go. I said magic word is the only other one I can think of would be please.
That's the one.
So the door opens. Inside, it's 30 feet tall directly behind the door, but then quickly slopes like a 45-degree angle down to a 10-foot wide and 10-foot high hallway. The hallway is obviously it's dark in here. The hallway is made of mason stone, very large stones though, 4 foot by 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall, 4 foot wide stones on the right and the left. So right, it's like 2.5 stones, and along the walls, and every 20 feet there is a small pillar, as if a pillar is set in the wall. It only sticks out about 6 more inches, so it doesn't make the hallway narrower by any significant means on each side. Looks like a place where someone would put a torch. So like a holder for a torch on the walls, but there are no torches, just the holders. Every 20 feet, you can only see about 60 feet into. You can only see about 60 feet into the tunnel, and after the first 50 feet, there's stairs leading down. So 50 feet, stairs leading down.
All right.
before it gets to the stairs, right, based on the sharp slope of the ceiling, it gets to the 10-foot wide hallway. Looks like it continues on as a 10-foot hallway. And past the entrance. And so past the entrance point, it'll just be a 10-foot wide hallway that's with a 10-foot ceiling, and then stairs after 50 feet.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I'm going to look for is to see if there's any more claw marks indicating that the dredge came through here, or there's more of them.
Yep. You look looking at the floor here. You can see where the dredge's claws have made marks in the floor. The flooring is just worked stone, right? Whereas the walls are actual large block masonry. The floor is just worked stone.
Okay. Can I determine if it's just the one dredge or if there were more?
No, it looks like there have been many dredges through here. Marked up with marks forward and back along the hallway.
Okay. Does it look like there's any section of flooring that they avoid?
Oh,
Yes. Glad you mentioned it,
needs to be said.
Well, I haven't gone in yet. I mean, that would have been the next thing to do.
I
Because
bandanaed
He
it up.
bandanaed up, and then you were like dredge marks on the ground. I'm bandanaed up too.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to refresh the water because it's been a couple days, but still. Mainly without actually. Look down just a little bit. Do I smell anything current?
Yeah,
Okay.
this all stinks.
All right then.
Yeah.
So they're definitely active. But again, the question I asked is: does it look like there's a section of floor that
they're avoiding?
That they're
No.
avoiding.
No.
Okay. All right then. Giant bone. Quarterstaff in hand.
Quarterstaff in hand.
All right.
Um.
Now, in my normal traveling with my companions, the one with the killy stuff goes first. So after you.
Your companion is disabled, and he can't see in the dark.
I took it specifically because I was a human and I needed to be able to see in the dark.
I'll say I also have dancing lights, so.
You're gonna do dancing lights. Whip out some dancing lights.
And of course, if you really need something else, candle.
Oh yeah, piles of magic candles.
My sister keeps showing me her.
My sister has
Where
them.
the fuck do you people keep getting these?
Well, I got mine in a lizard temple. Unfortunately, we didn't finish going through the lizard temple. I'm kind of hurt by that.
And we're not doing that today because there's not enough people here.
But also, we had just found a hidden door. And I'm continuing my talking. Or his ear off.
So we don't need that. So you're traveling down the hallway. Are you going to walk with Evan or are you going to walk behind TBD?
TBD, honestly.
Going to be that much farther back. So it's Evan in the front with his dancing lights. How far do dancing lights have to be? 15 feet?
They have to be within 20 feet of each other.
Within 20 feet of each other. And they're only 5 feet? Are they only 5 feet though? That's why I put them 15 feet apart.
Shed dim light and a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Yeah, so you can put them 20 feet.
Must be within 20 feet.
Okay, so you come to the first stairs. They go down about a 25-foot staircase. Pretty steep, but not uncomfortably steep. For going up and down. But pretty steep in that you're definitely descending down underground. You at the bottom of the first stairs with your dancing lights spread out in front of you, I think, like this, so that you can see all the things. Bottom of the first stairs, you come to another 50-foot hallway that ends in more stairs. But there's growling at the foot of the top of the next stairs. Want to grab a Dretch?
What?
The purple dude on the top.
How many do you want?
Oh, I don't know if you want to fight 12, but bring them all.
Okay.
How many do you want to fight? There's only one here, though. There's a Dretch coming up the stairs here.
Ooh, excellent.
Alright, for right now, I think we'll deal with the one. Mainly, I want to find out if it's going to do the same thing that the other Dretch did.
Right.
Because if it did, then we have to keep going further to find out how the hell are they still showing up.
So you don't want me to throw a hand axe?
Well, I do want you to throw a hand. It's not going to talk to us. Kill it.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to kill something.
And if it does talk, it probably speaks either Infernal or Abyssal, and I don't speak either of those. Actually, and on that subject, what languages does Evan speak?
Common and an extra language.
Common and you should probably go with Draconic. Training Wyvern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could do Goblin now. Nobody, even the Goblins barely speak Goblin. They all speak Common.
I was leaning towards Draconic.
Yeah, go with Draconic. Not Abyssal. That was the important thing. Because the I got too far back. So we should just roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, that's so bad, Evan. Come on, bro.
What'd you get?
You got a 2.
I got a 7.
2 plus 2?
Yes.
That's 4. I can beat that. Nope, I got 11.
That was bad.
Normally I put myself at the bottom.
7 or
7. So Dretch is going before us.
awesome.
That's okay, just put the Dretch closer.
Even better. I am a melee fighter. Please let me fight things.
So the Dretch charges forward.
Ooh, big.
Serpentine, yeah.
I just watched one of our training. I'm doing my annual training. Just watched our training video. Now we all have there's a new training video for the last couple of years about what is it? Run, hide, fight. Have you seen these things? Run, hide, fight. When I was in England, they put them on TV. It's like this whole workplace shooter training that they give everybody now, and it's run if you can, hide if you can't run, and fight if you have to. And so there's this run, hide, fight.
That's how I play video.
So that's how
And everybody's like, yeah, I play role-playing games, video games, of course. You run, hide, fight.
I'm gonna say, you're working with a bunch of nerds here. We know what we're doing.
We know what we're doing. And as it runs forward, you feel in your mind a bunch of growling and speech, telepathy in Abyssal, where it's trying to threaten you. But you don't speak Abyssal, so you don't get the exact things. But it's obviously like threats, and it's telepathic. And what's the stinky thing here? Got it.
Tell me what I got to do.
Nothing. Because that's what the Dretch does. And then it's Testy's turn.
Okay then. It definitely looks like it's threatening, coming to attack us. No question about that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Zart.
Claws out.
18. Oh no, 20.
Definitely a hit. And now you're doing Firebolt, which gives you no damage. 3?
Yeah, 3 damage.
You don't get your bonus damage though. You need Shocking Grass would be your...
Shocking Grass would do it, yes.
Yeah, that would be your bonus damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you do 3 points of damage. That barely hurts it. You can tell that given its disgusting, unctuous skin. How you said today? Oh, I like the word unctuous. It's much better than moist. No, it's not.
No, not at all.
Not at all. That's one of those words that Lovecraft uses, and it's bad.
Yeah.
But you do damage it.
Did just oh, I was expecting the fast heal or something like
Oh,
that.
no,
I
no.
can't remember if they had fast heal, but I do remember resistance.
Yeah, just
Remember-
resistance.
Just didn't remember what their resistance to. So.
And then Radu is kind of stuck in the back there. Gotta change that, man. Radu is kind of stuck in the back there. So I don't think Radu has any plans.
No, not right now.
All right. And
Explain
then Evan's
to me
turn.
range again because I always fuck it up. The range is 20-60.
20 means up to 20 is short range. And up to 60 would be long range. 25 to 60.
Okay. Excellent.
And you're currently 30 feet away.
So I'm gonna move.
Is she? Mm-hmm. Or he? Yeah. That's gonna get me confused.
So I'm gonna move forward 10.
Just to get in range?
Yeah, throw a hand axe.
Throw a hand axe.
Move forward the rest of the way and battle axe. Do all the things. Yes, that works.
Okay.
That's the thing that I can do.
If that's your thing, then go ahead and add 2-weapon fighting. Because you can't use a hand axe and a battle axe at the same time unless you have 2-weapon fighting. You know, 2-weapon fighting style. You need the feat. Dual.
I have 2 actions, 2 attacks
Right.
with 1 weapon.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay, do you actually want to use your bonus action to attack? What I'm asking. Yeah, it's dual wielder. That's what it is. You can use your bonus action to make an attack with your hand axe only if you're wielding a light weapon. But a battle axe is a light weapon. But if you have the dual wielder, then you can use a battle axe and a hand axe together.
great.
So that will be your other feat that we owe you.
Wonderful. I'm all set
Okay.
to do my thing.
Also, if you're holding a weapon in each hand, so assume if you throw your battle axe, you're going to pull out a spare. You got a couple? Did you chuckle?
Yeah.
If you're holding 2 weapons at the same time, you add 1 to your armor class, like a mini shield.
Excellent.
Okay.
I believe that makes my AC 18.
All right. That's pretty good. I was thinking better, but that's still pretty good. All right. Go ahead and make your attack. Your hand axe.
Yeah. What'd you get? I have too many dice in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't like. I did really well. I got a critical.
You got a critical. That's pretty good.
Okay. I haven't played a fighter ever. What? 9.
9 points damage, and that hurts him. And I said 10. That looks like you almost knocked the wind out of him there. He's definitely hurting. Then you said you're going to go ahead and continue forward?
Yep.
And to use the battle.
Which I only got a 7.
Do you have 2-weapon fighting style? Okay. Did you add your strength bonus when you threw the weapon? Good, you should have. But now with your battle axe, you will add your strength bonus. And you're going to hit him twice more with your battle axe.
Apparently. I got a 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. And a 12.
And 12 points of damage?
No.
17 with one and 12 with the other.
Yeah.
Oh, you made 2 attacks.
6 damage.
6.
My first attack.
Okay. He's still alive.
And then I rolled a 12.
That also hits.
Oh my gosh, what is there?
6. Is that your minimum damage?
I get a +5 because I have a 20 strength.
Yeah. So you're rolling 1. and your 2 hits with the battle axe kills the Dretch. He smells bad, and he falls to the ground. So there's a dead Dretch in front of you.
Okay, so she did a total from to 22 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was more than enough. Yeah.
Okay, so 22-ish. Alright.
How does my character work again?
Yes.
Are you actually checking your armor class?
Yeah, I'm double checking.
Chainmail, dex, and 1 if you're holding 2 weapons. I think that's like 7. I could be wrong.
But I have defense as my.
Ah, you chose defensive fighting style. That gives you
A +1 when I'm wearing
when you wear armor. That's easy. Just wear armor.
Exactly.
I think that makes you 18. Okay, so what are you gonna do with your dead Dretch?
What are you gonna do with this dead Dretch?
Well, I'll wait until it's my turn to speak. So I'm going to come up and take a look at the Dretch.
Alright. So Evan moves forward a bit so that in case anything else comes. And you can squeak up and look at the...
Staring down the hallway, ready to move on.
Again, this one's also chunky, well-fed.
Mm-hmm.
Anything on him or anything?
Nope. Just a naked Dretch.
Okay. One moment. Take out a dagger. Cutting out fingers. I'll do that.
Ew. Yeah, as you cut into it, it's very disgusting. Dretch just smell bad even when they're alive.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, that's one of the other things I'm going to test is how long until it loses its pungency.
Oh, okay.
Science.
Science. Doing science.
Well, also they're trophies.
Yeah, well, we knew you were getting trophies, but also science.
How long until it loses its... We're working with science here.
Sorry. The hallway continues on. At one point in the hallway, well, you can say. You go past the next level. There's nothing there, but it's the same thing. You still have these faux pillars in the wall, right? Unless you're like really into stone construction, it's not as good.
Architecture does nothing for me.
Yeah. But they still have the torch sconces with nothing in them. There are carvings on there of each pillar has a different carving, and they're all again mining themed. Elves, humans, and dwarves working together.
Actually,
are you into fashion at all?
Fashion, no, but we did from the Purge, and of course from what Grit and the rest of them did. They did discover more knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming they found some histories prior to when the elves took over.
Not really. Most of it was destroyed in the Purge, and the goblins didn't have any records of their own. So
Okay.
There's really nothing of before the elven domination, right? When
that's basically what I'm trying to discern is how old this place is now.
Right.
Because this is based on what we know. This isn't right.
Right. Obviously, it's from before the Purge because there's elves.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to make an intelligence roll to try and figure out?
I mean, I got history as one of my skills.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to find out if history would be allowed for this.
Okay. History would be good.
All right. Do you have guidance by chance? Does an elder type need guidance?
Guidance.
That's your cleric. Is it a wizard thing?
No,
They can only choose from wizards.
Yeah, it's cleric. Wizards have a big list, but doesn't do that.
You sure? There's something I was reading the other.
Like
there was something I was
from
reading.
The God's business.
There was something I was reading the other day. The 6, unfortunately.
What the fuck is guiding a wizard? Their brain?
Yeah.
Mental fortitude. Yes.
Bringing in knowledge from the universe.
Well, it's more of this. They're looking for certain things that take a memory. It sparks. That jogs it. You know? But anyways, I got a 6, so
Come on, Bridget.
I got nothing.
Oh, like a ginkgo biloba kind of spell.
Sure.
Increase my memory.
I mean, with the way I...
No, all you come up with is it's obviously before the purge.
Okay.
But it's kind of
Yeah. Well, me personally, when it comes to things that help jog my memories, I use it based on certain events, and I go from that particular event and what happened from that.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing, a whole bunch of things just flip back. So it's like a smell. Smell will do the same thing.
Why do that song?
Okay, so yeah, all I'm seeing is okay. This definitely happened long before the elven occupation.
Okay.
That's what I'm deriving from this.
Right.
So it's definitely...
Because the last time the humans worked with the elves was just before the purge.
We also got the dwarves here. And again, the way that this seems to be depicting is it's not elf master and human dwarf slaves. At least it doesn't ring that for me.
Yeah, but you know the elves would lie. So
they are elves. Look at their ears. And that's why their ears are so long, because they lie so much.
So, yeah, you can't tell if it's, true cooperation or just, depicted that way as a propaganda tool.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So you continue on down the hallway.
Yes.
Getting deeper and deeper, right? Goes down 25 feet and goes down 25 feet. Until you hear, well, you see because of the day tonight, some more Dretch in the distance. This time there's 2.
Okay.
Has to be more. So we're going to do a initiative check.
No change.
I got 17.
So yeah, big change for you.
It'd be easy for me to beat 7, though. That's really all that matters, right? All I got to just get 8 or 9. I mean, you could have just left. Doesn't matter. Too late now. In the future, I will say no change.
Yeah, makes sense.
And these guys charge at you. I don't know if you're paying attention here, but they're kind of slow.
I'm about to say I had noticed that before, but wasn't sure.
They're slow.
Stumpy legs or...
Yeah, they're kind of chunky. It inhibits their movement. They come running down the hall like penguins.
Okay. That being the case, and with them have resistance to fire, let's try Ray of Frost and see if it's just the fire they have resistance to, or if it's magic they have resistance to. That's what I'm going for now. Again, science.
Do it.
Okay. Just gotta remember what the damage Ray of Frost. I think it's a D8, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Ray of Frost, D8, and it is a ranged attack. Oh, I had read that one of my feats, I don't remember which one it was, increases my spell range, almost doubles it. I think it was Spell Sniper, maybe?
Spell Sniper doubles, right?
Yeah. So I can do this at 120 feet. Sweet. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to target the closest one, so the one up there in front.
Alright.
And I'm not going to get it with a 9.
Not a 9, no. It was super easy, but 9 doesn't do the trick. And again, Radu is in the back, so we move on to Evan. Then this one seems to have gotten 5 feet closer than the previous one.
Great. Still doing the same thing.
So 1 step forward and hand axe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's definitely missed. And then you run up there with your battle axe. Do you pull another hand axe? Okay. It was a battle axe. There's actually an option to use the two-handed. So you have to decide if you're pulling another axe to maintain your armor class, or if you're going to just double up.
Class would just be a 17, which isn't terrible.
Yeah. So, but in this case, you pulled the axe, going with the one-handed, and you whacked him.
Yep, I 100, 18, and 7. 13 damage.
13 damage. 13 damage doesn't quite kill him.
Yes.
Yes.
But it definitely hurts some.
TBD gets turned.
Yeah.
TBT runs up behind you. Remember, TBD can only go 20 feet because he doesn't have room to fly. But that does put him within 10 feet of the lead Dretch.
Excellent. He does the thing. He does the thing quite well. Not overly well, obviously.
Bite him.
Can you pass me
Eleven.
Van Richten's guide, please?
The what?
Van Richten's guide.
What? What the hell are you doing there?
My Shadow Strike.
Okay.
I got
That means your bite kills him. Unfortunately, that leaves no targets in range for your skill.
Okay, so I do 20.
And we're back to the Dretch's turn. This Dretch runs forward and lets out a fetid cloud of gas. We'll leave it to your imagination where it came. But you got your bandana on, so you'll have advantage on your saving throw. And we're back to testing.
All right.
Can I make that at the beginning?
I will go ahead and move to here.
Okay. That puts you just outside the visible stench that he's released.
Okay.
Weapon
I'm going to go ahead and use my Shadow Strike ability. I can do it 3 times a day. So it increases my range from 10 feet to 20 feet. So
it's actually double?
Yeah. Well, it says 10 feet. And I already have
10 feet.
Adds 10 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm already got a 10 feet reach because long limbs. So I get another 10 feet.
And you can do that in dim light? Because of the whole shadow thing?
Let me double check.
I mean, you're in dim light now.
Yeah. But no, that's the good
I don't
question.
think you can do it in the dark, though. Because you have to have a shadow.
Must say, when you make a melee attack roll, you can increase your reach for the attack by 10 feet. Your shadow stretches out and delivers an attack. You can use this feature a number of times. It doesn't mention about the light.
You don't actually have to have a shadow. You make your own.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's unlimited based on lighting. Your shadow actually does the hitting, and it adds 10 feet to the reach.
Yes.
So you can hit people 20 feet away.
Exactly. I do it 3 times a day.
Like,
and I am doing that with my quarterstaff, and I'm going to whack him.
shadow thwack.
Yeah. Damn it. It would have been so cool if I critted on that one. But nope, I only got 6 altogether.
Wait, 6 total.
Yeah, because I rolled 2. Because it went 22.
Okay. Complete whip with
Yeah.
the shadow strike. Okay, and are you going to bring...
Yeah, bring Radu up.
Radu, I can learn the names. Bring Radu up behind you, and that was a full move. You could hold an action if you wanted to. And then we're back to Evan. So, Evan, at the beginning of your turn, make a saving throw with advantage.
Actually, yeah, Radu.
24.
I'm sorry, what?
24.
That's probably good. Constitution save, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Radu.
Make one for TBD. TBD won't have advantage because it doesn't know how to wear a mask. Okay, says that that means TBD can take either an action or a bonus action and can't take any reactions for his until his next turn. Which really doesn't do anything to a wyvern. Okay, so then what do you want to do with your action?
Science! Poison him!
Drop your hand axe and use the two-handed battle axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that works too. thought you had D10 down.
No, she
I
had
don't
D8s
have that now.
and one-handed. She switched
Oh,
to two-handed.
gotcha.
So that's 8 and 6.
14.
You rolled another 1.
I did indeed. I'm not.
14 damage.
Wow.
Okay, well then it's up to TBD to take him out.
And then I use.
Yeah.
Excellent. To summon my hand back to my hand.
Okay.
That's cool.
Eldritch Net.
Yeah. Drop your axe, whack him twice.
Summon it back to my hand.
Summon back your hand. But TBD.
Yeah, it was gonna do the thing.
You hear the guy behind you on the sign?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
What do you do? Pause, stinger?
Stinger.
Doing the stinger?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
15.
Alright, then you're gonna roll for your damage.
How many d6 should I roll?
And just roll the 2d6 plus 4.
7.
Yeah. Which is 11.
11, yeah.
2d6 plus 4.
Right there.
7 plus 4 is 11.
Thank you.
Unless I'm forgetting something.
No,
Okay,
no,
that's 11.
it's just my brain.
Yeah, that kills him, so the poison doesn't matter.
Damn it.
So you have 2 more dead dretches.
Okay. And again, claws.
Grabbing a few fingers for finger salad.
Finger
Nah,
sandwiches.
you wouldn't want to eat these.
No.
So yeah, even though they don't disappear, you're not increasing your food stuff. At this point, the hallway widens. So while it was nice masonry stone up until this point, now it is just it's just worked stone now. So it looks as if during the construction of this tunnel, they stopped working. In fact, at the point where it widens, the stairs were only carved 10 feet. So now you're looking at a ramp 2.5 feet wide down each side and stairs in the middle. Right? So this was never made into stairs. There's stairs in the center of the 15-foot wide hallway and worked stone on the walls. At the point where it widens from 10 feet to 15 feet, you can see where people are actually installing blocks. So you pass a couple of not installed blocks just sitting on the ground. You kind of have to squeeze by even with the large characters because as if work was just abandoned.
Is there any collection of dust on the stones?
No, that's pretty weird in that there's not what you would expect accumulation of dust in this hallway. It's at least 150 years old, right? That's when the elves would have been in this part of the world. And there's not 150 years worth of dust.
Still more scratch marks on the floor, on the walls.
No, not on the walls. Just on the floor where the Dretch were moving around. When they walk, their toenails leave dings on the floor. But it doesn't look. Nobody was trying to get through the walls.
Okay.
Nobody was marking them up in some kind of territorial thing. The walls are just the worked stone. Well, it's your bonus attack. Right? With your 2-weapon fighting. Without the 2-weapon fighting skill, you don't add your strength. So, if you just walk up and use your 2 attacks, battle axe, hand axe, no bonus attack, then you add strength to both of them. Bonus attack for hand. So it's only the 3rd attack per turn. Obviously, you can decide which one is the 3rd attack. Bonus attack.
I have to do all of my thinking.
Doesn't add to that. Right. How to maximize them. It doesn't really matter where you add the 5, other than the hit probability, but that's the same either way, right? Unless it's all range. Okay. So you pass the construction, the end of construction, and are basically now just in a tunnel carved out of the rock with no improved masonry or anything like that. 15 feet wide, but the stairs have been improved to be 10 feet wide in the middle of the 15-foot hallway. Somebody was going to install blocks on the walls and they didn't.
Okay. Now there hasn't been any change in the type of mason work that's been done in here. In that it seems like it's been pretty much seamless until this point that they haven't finished, but
right.
It would seem like the same type of...
the same thing over and over again, and then the extra blocks on the floor, you had to squeeze around, and now you're just in 15 foot wide, 10 feet tall, and it's just improved, just worked stone on the walls. You know someone was going to install 2.5 foot wide blocks on each side to take it from 15 feet back down to 10 feet. And you can tell the way the stairs are made, that was the plan all along. But they didn't finish it.
Okay.
So it's unfinished now.
All right, then. And the engravings on the wall, do those continue on, or are those just
no.
at the front?
Those were just on the blocks. The 2.5 foot wide blocks that had been added had the engravings on them. And so as you pass that area and are now just in the 15 foot wide space, there's no more decoration.
Okay, then.
Very much an unfinished hallway.
And those depictions just show the same thing over and over again, no change?
No, there is a variation because with the space given for them to make the carvings on the columns, the pillars. The faux pillars built into the wall where it was slightly opposite of recessed, jutted out of it. That's where the carvings were. The walls in between the pillars had nothing on them; they weren't decorated.
Okay.
But the pillars then just have different scenes of mixed, a dwarf and an elf on this one with a human in the background. The next one's 2 humans and a dwarf, and then there's 3 elves, and they're all different, but all scenes of the 3 races doing mining tasks.
Okay, then.
All right.
I said, the fact that a team like that does scream propaganda galore. Okay.
And then you run into a gang of Dretch coming up this next staircase.
Gang Dretch. Yeah. 6 of them.
And they were already running by the time they entered the light. So it looks like they were on their way to get you. And we got to reroll for initiative. Initiative check.
Oh, shit. I got to roll again. So
11.
11. Of course it's me.
It's okay. TBD is surprise.
Oh, 2 surprises in the same round.
Mm-hmm.
And Teste is surprised, which means Radu is still on 7. So when Teste rolls, you will either choose 7 or your new initiative.
Okay.
So the Dretch go first. 4. The Dretch just charge forward. They don't have any range with it, so.
Well, they have like an area effect weapon, but you gotta get close to use it.
Yeah. So that brings us to Radu, who doesn't really have any options.
Radu would actually move just
Okay. And then to Evan.
Awesome.
Do your thing. Move here. Step forward. In the middle, or are you going to stand on one side?
Stand on
Because if you don't, then people might surround you. And you.
Can I make it one?
I'm sorry, what? Oh, you want to get up in there? Yeah.
I don't mind if it's around. Give me more target.
Okay. Kill that one first.
Kill the front one?
Yeah.
You still has to kill the front one.
Well, it's because when I was planning to go, I was going to lob a fireball down there to hurt more.
Fireball time.
Okay. I rolled a 13 and then I put my hand in there. Do the thing.
Index. Yeah, that is an index. Just 3, because it's a bonus. Okay. And then you're going to use your 2 battle axe attacks. Are you going one-handed or two-handed?
One.
Alright.
And that's 14 and 20.
Whatever.
That'd be really
So 2 hits. Alright, so you slaughtered the first one. You know, you're surprised. You're not really going to get to do fireball.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just put them right, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's the end of the round, so initiative check for me then.
Yeah, you can score higher than the Dretch.
15.
Okay, no.
And I will take the 15.
It might help for the next battle, but
Yeah.
this time you're still behind.
That's fine.
I actually got 16 now. I should have told you that.
And
leave
you're
it
still
there for
ahead,
now.
still ahead of me, you're fine.
Yeah, leave it there for now. But had I not remembered that I got 16, that would have been unfair. But anyway, I did get 16 because I looked up there and saw that it was one less and decided to tell you not to move it. So now you're swarmed by the Dretch. So the one nearest you, nope. This one runs over to this corner and lets out his 10-foot cloud. But the other 4 just run up and start clawing.
Alright then. So much for that.
Like 10 claws. And you have 2 weapons, so you're 18?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They have 2 attacks, one with their bite, one with their claw. So I have to roll twice here. So other than that critical, none of them hit you. So the claw, critical, 44. And of course you're standing in the cloud. 10 points of damage. And you're standing in the cloud. Okay. Then we're at testing. Do you fireball your new friend?
No, I'm not gonna fireball a new friend.
Good. See what happens.
Oh, she's a fighter, right? She's got a few hit points.
It's not the point. I've read stories of how Nail Split's group, specifically the one known as Lockjaw, would always get fireball. Now there was a story where he bravely set himself ablaze in a fireball, but he took out 3 dragon men and a bigger dragon because of it. Worth it.
Yeah, and you guys don't have a lot of healing, right? So
I have 1 healing potion on me.
did you? I don't know what you usually do other than play with your wyvern.
Oh my. No, I was sorry. I was reviewing Thunderstep here to see how it works. So,
Apparently I looked way.
yeah, we're not gonna do that one.
Bro.
Okay. I still need to find out if.
Imagine though if you were,
Yeah.
lifting weights, gym rat, with me, you would totally like rip all your muscles out, then just drink a healing potion. Work out every day.
It's still a 10-foot high ceiling, isn't it?
Still 10 foot high ceiling.
Damn. Okay. All right. Then. I'm still gonna go ahead and attempt to do a rare frost. I'm gonna do it on that stretch right there.
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying to find out if it's magic resistance they have or it's fire resistance. Okay, screw it. I'm going lucky on this one. I'm getting pissed.
He's using his lucky now.
There we go. Better. 25.
25 is it?
Okay. Okay, 11.
Right, and so he only takes 5.
All right, magic resistance is what they got. Okay. All right.
And that's you.
Me.
No, well, I mean,
Radu,
but I don't think Radu actually has anything to do. So
That's what I was trying to figure out if I can get Radu
double
up there.
move past DVD, but then you would just mess DVD up, right? So maybe just squeak forward 1 because 5 feet matters when you only move 20.
Yep.
There you go. And then it would be Evan's turn.
Actually, I'll have Radu ready a stinger.
Oh, in case
Just in
someone
case.
runs over there. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop my hand there. But I still haven't gotten it. If they were yours, I don't want to get a mixed up.
Oh, right.
Let's.
And are you hitting the damaged one? Or a fresh one? Yeah. That's the damaged one.
Okay.
And you take him out.
Excellent. Then I bonus action my hand back in my hand, and TBD is going to move forward.
Mm-hmm. Move forward 2 and attack the first guy. And you can move forward 2 more after you do that one.
Critical
bite. 4d6.
Yep.
At 14.
That didn't do it. You sting him?
And 12.
Yeah, that kills him. So then you want to move forward just to protect the rear?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're back to the Dretch. Oh man, we forgot to here.
Oh.
You don't even know what the DC is.
Okay, well I got an 18 plus 5.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, that is a good question.
It's 11. It's only 11.
But I would say it was like 12 when I think, but 11, okay.
She was just like shrugging this off, like, whatever.
You can smell it.
I don't even know
I
why I
hang out
have
with
this
wyverns
mask
all
on.
day.
Some days the wyvern stables are worse than this. You ever clean the wyvern stable hungover? It's not. Okay, but we are back to the Dretch. So the Dretch, the one nearest TBD attacks TBD and gets bite. Just a d6. So 2 for TBD. And then the other one. We're looking for 18, right? Mm-hmm. Both bites miss, but both claws hit. That's another 44. So 5 and 7 makes 12 total. lose a few hit points. And that's the Dretch. Since none of them released another cloud of gas, you won't have to make the roll this time because it only lasts one round. So now we're at testing again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put me in. Good. Well, actually, move me one back. I got a 10-foot reach to begin with.
Oh, just change your 10-foot reach.
Yeah,
On
my
your shocking grasp.
regular 10-foot reach. And yes, I am going to try shocking grasp. Oh. Yo.
It'll be alright because everything
Yep.
tramp down the hallway.
Tramp down the hallway.
How goes it, sir?
Oh,
Actually, I'll double that down.
Alright.
Got the clarification I needed. Alright, so shocking grasp on that guy. Let's see what happens. Jeez, what the hell is with all the 2s?
You know, if you're gonna
I've lost track
if
of
you're
how
gonna
many
keep
2s.
rolling 2s, it's gonna be really hard for me to balance encounters.
I know, right?
I'm counting on you to hit 75% of the time, and you're averaging about 0.
Yeah. Jeez. Udar will also, or Radu, sorry. Yeah,
Radu.
Yeah, Udar is gone.
Udar got killed last week.
By that fucker right there.
That fucker, right? One too many cow buckets, that's what I say.
Yeah, we did. It was a learning experience.
Yeah. Do the thing.
You're doing the drop and swing.
Drop and swing.
I like it.
Alright, that's it. Big one. Behind me.
On the side or front?
I just turn around. That. Nope. Yep. That one.
Okay.
So 15. And
I would say so
whatever
you
the
can
fuck
start rolling,
game
but
is
the way I've
like.
been rolling, I don't know.
So, 13, but it doesn't matter. You slice right into him, and all of his gross parts come out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Let's pause and do Alex's mini adventure in a cutscene.
Okay.
Alex's mini adventure.
By the way, is there a point where I could purchase a lot of bottles?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, I just took 10
like
days to create scrolls, so yeah, you
I'd
got
like
it.
a case of bottles, please. Mission.
I want 3 of those bottles. By the way.
Yellow.
That actually put stuff in, just like clanking together.
how you wanted them
So
to sound.
last week, while everybody
Well, that is
else
science.
was up
It's
there
intimidation.
fighting against the giant, they sent you over to Ed Helen. I don't remember where Ed Helen is, where they have a yellow mech that they destroyed in the battle on the river over in Forminos. No wait, Portland.
Portland, yeah.
Over in Portland. And they drug it back to Ed Helen as sort of a trophy of the war. And so you went down there to study it. So what is your skill you would use to study the mech?
Well, there's no engineering, so I guess Arcana?
Okay.
I'm not sure really.
If Arcana is one of your good skills, then use that one. It's definitely appropriate.
It is.
And unfortunately, you don't have your cleric with you, so you don't get any wild magic boost.
We'll see how this dice goes for the first roll.
Oh, is this your new die?
Yeah.
Brand new die.
An 8, so 15.
Okay. As you're studying the yellow mech, you realize it can make stomp attacks with its legs, and also you're interviewing people that were actually in the battle. So you're there with the mech and some of the veterans, It makes stomp attacks with its legs, 2 attacks per round. It was you can use invisibility, and with the invisibility, it also has passive without a trace. When it casts invisibility, it also casts passive without a trace, which made it very difficult to find. And so they all talk about how they got super lucky because this group of orc mercenaries that were mostly humans fired they made 200-pound bags of flour, and they loaded them in 2 separate trebuchets that were about 200 feet apart, and they fired them in the air so the 2 bags of flour smashed each other and rained flour down over the entire battlefield, spotting the invisible man.
I mean, it worked.
I cannot fault the logic.
Yeah.
After 30 minutes, I didn't care what they said. I was just, yeah, that works. Totally.
They rolled and it worked.
Druid has guidance. I knew there was something else I saw that had guidance. Yeah.
Guidance of nature.
Yeah.
So invisibility and passive without a trace makes it difficult to find. It also can cast firebolt. From the description of firebolt wounds, a bunch of these guys fought against it, lost their friends. It's the equivalent of the 5th level style firebolt.
Okay.
Not just a D10, but 2D10. Ripping it apart, and there's another human there that has been dismantling it, and he's super excited to show you everything he's learned and all things. Inside the mech is a brain and a brain stem, and he figured out it's a dwarf.
Boy.
So there's a dwarf brain inside the mech, running the mech. And you said 15?
Yeah.
So also there's this thing has a shield generator. It's not as good as the wizard spell shield, in that it only protects against a single attack, but it was casting these force shields every turn, and negating some of the attacks that the humans and the orcs. Did the orcs kill it, or did the humans? It was the humans, because they had it. Otherwise, they would
I was busy following you.
Yeah, you were off doing another thing. So the humans, so negating some of their attacks. You take your report back to headquarters, and with your drawings and everything, and they're all super impressed. And they tell you that they want you to go and find if there are any other types of mechs. They heard about the ballista mech, but the ballista mech got away. Right? They didn't destroy that one. So they like you to do the same kind of report on the ballista mech and any other variations. And you're like, as soon as I hook up my buddies, maybe we'll think about doing that.
Okay.
Where you were actually in the mech battle, right?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Apparently I didn't get to that part of the video.
Yeah. That's okay. David told you about it though, and so you know where to find the metal men, and they're built by Modrons. The Modrons, when they destroy them, turn to dust,
Right.
because they're summoned from the cannon. But these mechs obviously were built on the plane using dwarf parts, so they did not turn to dust, and that's why the Adhellans drug it back to their capital in order to check it out and show it off. They're very excited to show you their triumph. But you do get 1,200 experience. So the first thing you need to do is level up.
Yes.
Okay. So while you're leveling up, we'll go back to the Battle of the Dretch.
And TBD.
And it's TBD's turn.
Also, I have some questions about how repeating works with, built weapons.
Like a pistol?
Well, more like if I build a rocket launcher, technically it says it makes its own ammunition.
Right.
So if I just have a tube and one rocket, does that make it a weapon that I can put repeating into and then...
Okay.
Evil.
You said 11, yeah?
Yes.
Why?
bite hit.
So how much experience?
1200.
But it's only 8.
So sting him. That killed him. So you still don't know if the poison's doing anything.
Come on!
Because you keep killing them.
I'm sorry. It's my job. I have one purpose.
That's one purpose.
A purpose and a half.
So then we're back to the Dretch, and he's a fanatical demon, so he doesn't run away. And he
Leave so I can shoot a spell.
leaves so I can shoot him. I want to do some shooting. He does claw again.
Wow. What is that, 2d4?
Yeah, 2d4. 5 more damage.
Stop, bro.
Stop, man. Stop. What?
Because you don't have a healer, do you?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I got two.
So, you want to learn about healing practice before you join
We
in.
got
And we do have to straighten out the finances, too.
Hey, yeah, I gotta make sure I'm reading that.
Does anybody
reading
know
everything right.
how many EPs we collected
That was the wrong button.
in that little black book?
Oh, the lecture pieces?
Yeah. Oh, he probably knows. He probably knows. He was writing it
Yeah,
down.
you write everything down.
A lot.
Almost everything, but you know.
You write 90, 50, 150, 450.
I actually.
You didn't add it together?
Yeah, we did. 900.
Really?
It's only 900 from unless we got
I thought it
another
was like
100 for
1150
something.
or something. I'm like, I don't know anymore. I thought it was 1150. You're saying that was was there any EPs on the previous page? No, he would have done them all. That was it. And 450, yeah. Because there's the during battle looting were the first couple, and then the 450 was searching all the other rooms, and the 250 was the last room. So yeah, that was it.
Two more.
Okay.
Okay. Tessie's turn.
Yes.
In the battle that's ongoing.
I move forward 1 square.
So you can reach.
Mm-hmm.
And more shocking grass. Your tooth.
There we go. 24.
Man,
24.
it's so good if it were too.
It would have been hilarious. Obviously, you're not going to lose the battle.
Alright.
So now he's joining in when the battle's over.
14.
14 damage. And that includes your bonus.
Nope, it does not. That would be 18.
We already killed it.
Takes lecture. Okay. So fire.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's resistant. 9 damage.
Damn it.
Darn, I was so excited.
So was I.
Nope, 9 damage.
Alright, so
Radu
18.
is too far behind.
Yeah.
So it goes back to Evan.
Yeah.
He's busy just smashing things.
Smashing. Evan's having the time of his life.
So much more fun than shoveling liver.
Yeah, they both have it. And 12.
12 kills.
I didn't even roll my
Yeah. And you had an extra swing just to
It just
noodle him a little bit. See if I can hit it before it hits the ground. Wiping them out. So how are you doing? And is it an address time?
25 each.
Honestly, has this just been one?
Yeah.
Alright then, I think we need to stay here so you can rest a bit.
Okay.
You done good, lad. You need to know your limits. I am speaking from experience. Okay, so give me time to finish dissecting.
So do you want to go have lunch outside? Or do you want to sit here in the dark? Well, I mean, you got a candle.
I got
So you won't be able to do dancing lights while you're resting. So it will be dark, except for a candle.
Dancing lights.
You're gonna do dancing lights for an hour while she just sits there and chill there?
Why not? It's a cantrip.
I can do that.
And I got that.
Play with my light.
And I have it. And while
I get to have
he is resting, I'm going to drag one of the carcasses away, just a little bit away from it so the stench doesn't get him. And I'm going to double up with a bandana with water. Cut open this thing.
Okay. It seems to have organs, but they're kind of jumbled up and not necessarily functional. But there's so much parody of life. That's made all that up.
It works.
I don't know what demons look like on the inside. They disappear.
But you know, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
A parody of life, that's demonic. That sounds very demonic to me. I like it.
I'm sorry. What? Organs?
Other people's organs.
Other people's organs.
I'm playing in this campaign where we're, it's my brother's Into the Stars. And there are stuffed animals that were infected with an AI, and they take the people's organs that they've killed and shove them
They
inside.
embowel themselves. Self-embowelment.
It's really quite creepy.
Say it again.
What is walloping ammunition?
From Xanathar's, it adds a knockdown, I think, to the attack. Some, like, flashbang, minor explosion.
Yeah, because I have to pick 2 more infusions, and I have a 3rd infusion slot, so that means I can actually...
Make a third thing.
Yeah,
Oh, and one of the things you can make is some walloping ammunition.
apparently.
Walloping ammo. It says you can't spell walloping. Here's the thing you're looking for. Yeah. DC 10 strength save or be knocked prone in addition to
Oh, now I have 46.
you did a short rest?
Sorry, messed me up.
No.
Well, leave it hanging. Anywho, so again, I'll take the claws again.
We just finished our short rest. Alex, do you want a few more minutes before you join in?
I'll still have to pick things, but I'll be combat ready.
Okay.
Probably gonna have the homunculus active.
So, a couple days ago, because everybody's just been chilling out, I didn't write down how many days we traveled.
Oh, give me a
Two
second.
squares still.
Here. 3 days, it looks like.
Okay. But everybody's just been chilling out for a while, and you've made your report, and you're in the chill mode too, doing all your new stuff.
Yeah.
And but you get a report that Testosterone is investigating some demons south of Itchland. South of Itch Mountain. So you that's interesting. So you decided to go out and help him, and you find the door. The door again. Did I tell you that the door closed by itself?
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know.
As you got 20 feet away from the door, closed by itself.
I would have gone back to confirm I could still open it.
And as soon as you get within 20 feet of it, from the inside, it just opens. Okay.
Anxiety, elevate.
You're like, oh shit.
Alleviated. That's what
Alleviated. You ran back to the door open. But Alex finds the door. So you find a large magic door that's been that's in the side of the mountain, not too far south from a path that goes to the mountains, but not visible from the path. But of course, you're flying your dragon, so you spot it, and you go, "That's probably where they went." So I'm going to go over there and check it out. So you come to the large magic door. It's extremely ornate, and it's carved with a human and a dwarf and an elf, all holding hands. So it's kind of funny because the dwarf almost looks like the child of the.
Right.
And it's got a bunch of mining motif carved into the door, so it's very ornate. And above each of the characters, there's a common phrase, a dwarven phrase, and a sylvan phrase, which are the languages you speak. You speak common, right? But
I don't know what language is. Where is that?
it doesn't matter. Just read the common ones.
Yeah, common, draconic, and goblin. So
yeah,
common.
common. In common, it says, say the magic word.
Open sesame?
A new one! He did not say Fred. Everybody else
Yeah.
that's ever been to this store says Fred.
Yeah, that was my second guess.
That still doesn't work. No.
Yeah.
What's your third guess? Most people say Fred before I finish the description.
I waited because I was expecting
You
some type
waited
of
for
twist.
the whole description.
I was waiting for a twist. I'm
like, well, I'm still gonna try Fred.
yeah.
Magic word.
Yeah, that doesn't ring. You just had to sleep in the dark, leaving Alex out there all by himself. All right, one more try, Alex, and then I'm just gonna tell you.
Say the magic word.
Please?
That's the one. The door opens. So you head down a 10-foot wide hallway. That's the floor and ceiling are 10 feet high as well. The floor and ceiling are just worked stone, but the walls are masonry. Very large blocks, though, 4 feet by 4 feet blocks. In a 10-foot hallway, that means there's only 2 feet at the top. So 4-foot block, 4-foot block, 2 feet at the top. Down this 10-foot wide hallway, every 20 feet, there's a 6-inch indentation where it's like a faux pillar was created. That's only about 1.5 feet wide. And there are places for torches to be placed in these, but there are no torches.
Okay.
With your dark vision, you can see just fine, and you see that on each of the pillars are also ornate carvings that show elves, dwarves, and humans in various mining tasks. And it's all happy, everybody's cooperating, doing our mining here. Various mining equipment on each pillar, and each pillar is different. They're not just copies of each other, so it's definitely some cool artwork. Odd that there's no dust here. You expect an abandoned cave would have dust and tracks, but you do see a bunch of the Dretch claw marks. As the Dretch walk across the worked stone, their toenails leave scratches, and you can see that Dretch have just been roaming around in random directions. About 150 feet past the entrance, you actually find a dead Dretch. That sparks your interest because everybody knows that when you kill a demon being from another plane, it just turns to goo and is unsummoned. But this one died, and there's a dead body there.
Missing fingers too, by the way.
And it's missing fingers.
Okay.
And that makes you think, testosterone has been here. So you continue down and you find 2 more dead Dretch. Right? Was 1, 2, 6? That's all we did. 2 more dead Dretch, and that just convinces you that obviously you're in the right place. And you walk down to find them camping out while the new friend, Evan, the wyvern trainer, is resting peacefully while Testosterone is dissecting one of the Dretch.
And I'm smart. I announce myself from a decent distance.
Yes, don't surprise goblins. Everybody knows that.
Come on down.
And I have my homunculus on my person.
So now you have a buddy and a homunculus?
Yes. So it also has. Do I have to tell it?
Ooh, that's what is your homunculus more like a fairy or more like a mimic? You can make it look however you want.
That's one thing I like about homunculi. You can make it look however you want. You don't have to go by what it shows a homunculus that's like an embark.
Yeah, it's probably a winged Pikachu.
A tiny
There
winged
you go.
Pikachu. See, I don't have a mini for a tiny winged Pikachu.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be basically
Let's
in
just
my
go with the
square.
method, though.
Yeah, let's go with the method, but
Well, we'll keep him on standby in case you need to fly him out.
yeah.
He's just hanging with you.
But now I have 2 things to use my bonus action on.
You announce yourself from a safe distance. The 3 of you traveling down the hallway. And Testosterone says, "Hey man, come over here and look at this."
Oh, yeah, you may want to put one of these on. Wet it down first.
Right. The Dretch have the stench, and so he's asking you to wear a wet bandana.
There might also be some magic items that you might want to.
Oh, I have to make a list of some of the magic items I'd like to get. Where did that make that list at? Oh, there it is. There's actually a few things I think we might be able to make too. Like Kangton's ointment. I'm knowing if that's not correctly.
Ketog, isn't it?
Keaton's.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know the ointment I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something. It's
Because it does like diseases and poisons and
yeah, it's got 1d4 plus 1 uses basically. Then of course there's keywords handy spice pouch. I was thinking about getting too.
Oh, I don't know what that was.
It's in Xanathars. It's a common one.
Makes spices.
Hayward's Handy Spice Pouch.
It's has 10 charges per day, and you reach in, you see what spice you want, and you get a pinch of that spice, and it will spice 1 meal.
It gains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
But anyways, so yeah, Sparky, yeah, take a look at this.
Am I going to be assisting him in the dissection?
Oh, dissection's already done.
I have advantage.
Hey, the homunculus is immune to poison.
Oh, good enough.
I don't have to steal defender.
Yeah.
No,
Did I get hit 4 times?
I was going to say,
it's not immune to disease. Still not immune to disease.
Okay, hopefully all that ridiculousness will help us remember.
Which ridiculous are we talking about now?
She went ahead and made her 4 concentration checks that she didn't make in the battle.
Oh, actually, I was about to ask about that.
And I did pass them.
But she passed them. But
again, it's
we
easy
forgot.
enough to get
I do now have a passive perception of 16 whenever I have the homunculus on me.
Ooh.
Or at least the homunculus does.
Yeah, so take a look.
And what's the communication between you and the monkeys?
Yeah.
Is that like a telepathy thing?
Nope. It's going to tap me on the shoulder.
Does it actually talk then?
It is yet another thing that doesn't talk.
Okay. So it sees stuff and taps you on the shoulder and points.
Get it right?
I assume so.
Notes.
Languages.
Well, it's one of those
Understands the
that's-
languages you speak.
It understands them.
It doesn't mean it knows how to write, though.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be playing charades with this fucking thing.
Yes.
That's basically what it's coming down to.
Tap
Alright,
on the
what'd
shoulder
you
and
see?
point.
Okay, 3 words. First word, 4 syllables. Oh, for Christ's sake, let's go.
Let's just go kill it.
That's precisely what's going to happen.
Alright, I'm back everybody up here. We're going to have the next battle sometime soon.
But yeah, it has a ranged force attack.
The monkeys has a range force?
Yes.
What's the range?
I think 30 feet. So the range of the gun.
Short range. Depends on what.
The pistol was 38.
38 or 39, yeah. Just because they never do 38. But, something.
69. Yeah.
We'll need to do a new marching order.
Me first.
Tell me, Sparky, did you by chance think to grab some more potions of healing? Because I've only got the one.
Yeah, I've got. Are you any of you like grievously injured? Because I got.
No, they just did
They
short
just did
rest.
short rest.
Okay, so you're full health.
Well, I didn't take any damage.
I
She's
got
at full health.
46.
Out of
50.
sure short 6.
That's not worth it. That's not worth a stone yet.
That's.
She gets 0. It'll be like, why didn't we heal her up?
Well, yeah, during the fight. I'm gonna look over to Testosterone and say, does this one have a habit of taking damage?
Yeah. Very well. But dishes out just as well.
Okay.
Okay. Is that in copper?
Total copper value, yes.
Okay. And
Yes,
so I
it
was
is.
looking at each one.
Everything is in copper.
Okay, then I was doing my math
Yes.
right. Okay.
So, but if you look at the ledger,
Uh-huh.
there are, if you scroll over, there's all of the different
You're like,
pieces
finish
that
it.
adds
Oh,
up
I
into that final
Like
final
martial
column
arts.
is an add up. So
You're
you just fill out basically the blue ones,
Mhm.
and that should automatically process it.
Okay.
But yeah, everything is in copper, so I didn't have to figure out for like fractions of gold. It was just easier for the math.
And again, this is our share after taxes, then, right?
What the
I'm on the
player
player
one?
two.
Player two, then yeah, that should be all of your income.
Okay, then.
Oh, that is by the way.
Yeah, I know.
For sure, I hope everyone got that.
So I guess the steel defender up in front.
Okay.
Right there.
He's been standing here behind TBD. That's the thing, TBD. Do you want to be behind the steel defender? Like you and the dragon here? Or do you want to go a little farther back? Because Radu has basically just been stuck in the back, not doing shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be behind Rudder, at least for now.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, so group fund, yeah, we just lost 800 from group fund, mind you.
Somebody needed a new weapon.
Yeah. Look up sheets, because that'll just be added into expenses.
I rolled a 2 last time on initiative, so I don't know what I'm so excited about.
Right there, and I edit that one, right?
That'll edit the name.
Good.
Yeah,
I'll grab one
I
more.
believe so. You have, what is that, the app? Or
Put it in the box.
No,
web
this
page?
is the web page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's asked me if I want to use the app for page. So
Okay, so Kobold, we got two grand gold. Have we earned anything since that?
no.
Okay. And
And
then
the dragons are probably not happy about that right now.
Yeah, so it looks like it's very little,
Well, actually, no, we have. No, sorry, we have. We just have to wait
braces,
until the
looks like part of it.
actual
It gives them the band braces look.
because we have the electrical pieces, but they're not entirely worth that much. Yeah, we have. We haven't kind of quite figured out what that is yet.
Or the non-existent breeze.
so the reason why I wanted all those bottles
Mm-hmm.
is I was going to bottle the acid from the portable hole.
Oh, okay.
So it's alchemist acid?
Mhm.
Okay. How much acid is in a bottle?
Well, I think
In a flask.
Yeah, I
would
think
say.
You're gonna need a ton
I
of
think the
bottles.
amount of acid you have is ridiculous.
Yes. So we may also
You
make
six
a
it
decent
in.
amount of money
Barrels.
off of.
We're gonna sell your acid.
We can sell some of it, but also it's just like throwing acid. So
Yeah.
we'll probably sell some just so that it all fits back in the portable hole again, because there'll be a bunch of glass and probably a bunch of cloth to keep the glass from breaking. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can.
Throw 20 feet, range check, 2 to 6 acid damage.
Okay. So put my name on the one I'm taking.
Okay.
It just says vial. Oh, weighs 1 pound. So that sounds like a pint. Or a half liter.
Well, that would be the fluid. That's the vial and the fluid.
Yeah. Which sounds like a pint.
All right.
Because it's not a quart. That'd be way too much.
Is it a pint of water a pound? I seem to remember a pint a pound.
Yeah, I think that's it. Because there's, 8 pints, 8 pounds, yeah.
So group funds needs to subtract 800 gold.
So 80,000 copper.
They have vials on the list. You sure do? Vials are expensive though. 1 gold piece each.
That is expensive.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
glass blowers are fancy people. But then, fill up with acid, they're worth 25. So.
Yeah. And what date did the expense occur?
Last Wednesday, which was the 21st. Yeah.
So 8/21?
9/21.
9/21.
Or in September date.
Oh, you use a real. I thought you wanted the in-game date.
No, the
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to remember which session
the
it came
session,
from.
yeah.
Yeah. I was going to give you the in-game date.
Yeah, so that means the remaining group expenses is 736 gold.
Wow.
So that-
Sorry, Mike. It's gonna be a little while till you get your magic weapon again.
Well, no, now he starts his acid business.
Because how much volume is it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that math.
So that's your plan then, is to decant all of the acid into vials and resell them?
Yes, and I'm basically going to use my conjured tools to be able to, like,
Okay.
dip the bottles in and all that.
Do your what's the selling thing? What's the selling persuasion? Do your persuasion with advantage to figure out the price that you get.
My homunculus is more persuasion. Oh, it doesn't speak. It's not very persuasive. I'm glad I had advantage. 19.
Okay. That gets you 50%.
Okay.
So we're going to say you vialed up all the acid and sold it off, and we'll figure out the amount of later.
Yeah, and I'll probably keep some of it. So I won't sell all of it, but I'll sell a large portion of it.
How many are you going to keep?
I haven't
You
figured
really
it
should
out.
have a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, I know. That's I would probably somewhere in the order of like 20, maybe.
Keep 20.
Yeah, I haven't decided how much to keep.
Let's say you kept 100, and if you decide that's too many, you can sell them off in the future.
Yeah.
100 keepers. All right, and we'll add that in the off time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how many pints are in a portable hull.
Portable hull, yeah.
But
Oh
it's
my
ridiculous.
God, I don't even want to do that. That's all on you guys. Man, I'm decent with math, but dude, that's all on you too.
I'm gonna need like either my whiteboard or some scrap paper to be able to do the dimensional analysis to get there. Yeah.
So you're buying the vials to put all the acid in it. You're keeping 100. You're selling the rest at 50%, and now you guys are rich. So don't worry about that 800 gold pieces. We'll have to buy. Well, then we'll probably go magic weapon shopping at the beginning of the next.
Oh, good. I'll continue on my list.
Yeah. At the beginning of the next session.
And I'll have some designs for some.
You're gonna work on a rocket launcher.
Maybe.
You know, you elves can have your pistols. We'll have the rockets.
It's way more goblin.
You guys do the pew. We do the fuck.
Okay, so we'll figure all that out later. We're just going to continue down the hallway now after the rest. This is a good thing. As you start descending these stairs, you smell something different.
Yeah, that's worse.
It's worse, exactly. So everybody just roll for initiative.
Oh shit, really? Right off the gate. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You roll another one.
I rolled another 2.
A 2. Okay.
Ooh, Evan did better.
So I got 4 is where I'm at.
Hey, we split.
23.
Excellent.
I rolled a 20.
I only got 9.
Well, at least now I know why I've been rolling shit, because we knew he was coming today.
You got a 9 for the thing.
For the H. It won't make any difference.
Nope, it's an H.
H it is. You see a terrible large beast coming up the stairs.
Bum, bum, bum.
And it stinks.
Les shock. Okay.
Do my constructs have a sense of smell?
Are they immune to poison?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, they both are.
Then
They both are immune to poison.
then they can't smell it. I don't know.
Or don't care.
Yeah, they just don't care. They can't smell it, they just don't care. You know, they just don't cover that kind of stuff in 5e. You start writing all that shit down, it's it just turns into Pathfinder. Why?
Well, you mean you did see the announcement what's coming in 2024, right?
Yeah, but that's consolidation of all of the spaghetti of it's gonna be like 2nd edition. Hey, we made a bunch of other stuff and it's getting unruly. Let's put it all back in the book.
Pretty much, yeah. So how much further do we go down after we had that short rest?
Probably another 2 levels. 2 levels. How many levels down are we now?
1, 2, 3. Actually, I didn't break it down by levels on that one. It's
Just battles.
by count, yeah.
Just figure 2 levels per battle until this one was 3.
Okay, so then, that's the case, this is 8 levels down then.
Okay. You got your dancing lights up again? Because you can't see in the dark. You got your magic candle out just in case she loses her dancing lights?
Yeah.
For her benefit?
Sure. For his benefit, absolutely.
For his benefit?
I'll stick a candle on top of the steel defender.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Got a candle holder in and out. Alright, and it's Sparky's turn. There's dancing lights, so you can see the thing. But the problem is, you're coming down the stairs, right? And then there's a flat spot, and then it's down the stairs, although it's right at the edge of the stairs. So from where you are, way in the back, you actually can't see because of the angle.
I'm also out of range.
And probably out of range. Do you want to try to run forward, or you're just going to wait until things develop? You want to be more in frontish.
How far ahead do I have line of sight? Like where does my vision stop?
These guys just now see it, right? So this is the limit of where you can see.
Right, but if I were to be here, where do I have Overwatch on? So if I hold a shot.
Yeah, you can't. It'd have to be on the stairs.
Okay, so it would have to reach to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you can actually see it.
having some breath weapon concerns, so they're taking up that space. Like, there's really nowhere I can really go without making me in front, and it goes next.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna prepare a shot, and everybody's gonna dodge.
Okay. And then we go to the head's room.
Oh, thank you. Just gonna remember its exact name. I knew it started with an H. What's that name? I knew it.
So it just saunters down the hallway, growling. It does the abyssal. So it's shouting in an intimidating manner, but in abyssal. So none of you really know what it is, but you can tell it's obviously just threatening to eat your gizzard or something like that.
He is trying to scare us, but the fear is just not hitting me because I don't know what the hell he's saying.
Just that.
I mean, I know I should probably feel some type of fear, but it's just comical.
Excellent. I do the thing.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you are prone to take damage.
That's the chuck.
Yeah, I missed.
And then you want two-handed?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
No.
One-handed.
With my... Yes, I have a weapon in each hand.
Yes.
23 minutes the lowest one.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Alright.
It does not have to lie.
25 total damage?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And this thing smells really, really bad. And as you got within 10 feet of it, it became, almost disoriented. You'll have to make a save at your next turn.
Okay.
And your dragon buddy?
TBD is gonna move forward. It's...
Oh, no.
Yes,
Okay. And then that brings us to Teste.
They're immune to poison, aren't they? Because they're demons.
We don't know. We haven't been able to test that. The science hasn't worked yet.
I've been trying to do science all day.
Well, this is also something different. We haven't encountered this before, so I don't know what it is.
Too easy to kill the other guys. Right.
Ceiling still 10
They
feet.
did not survive this fight. Ceiling's still 10 feet.
Okay, yeah. Alright then. For me, I will go ahead and...
Well, to date, no subject has survived.
Go and move me behind TBD.
You just want to be right behind TBD?
A little bit on the other side.
What, on the other side?
Yeah. Not in the way of button.
In between, in the middle.
In the exact middle. I want to be right there in the middle.
Okay, I mean, that leaves a diagonal between you and...
But there's a
You want to be in the
diagonal
middle.
between
Yeah,
Buddy
I want to be in the... I want the cover. It's the cover I want.
I'm hiding behind the wyvern. Why can't you understand? Got it.
Alright then. Chances are this thing has magic resistance 2. But let's give it a try. I'm actually going to go ahead and do a Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt!
So, here we go. It worked the last time. Probably not going to work this time. 11?
11 is a miss.
Okay,
This is a bigger demon.
yeah.
The other ones were plus 11.
We'll go and do lucky on this one.
You know, lucky that.
Yeah.
So you actually got lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got lucky!
You remember his first choice of medals?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I also got mounted combat. 22.
22 is a hit.
Okay then. So, you. Because I did say upcast it, which I meant to, but oh well.
And this one is
I got a 7 and a 6.
two things. This has a lot of resistances, so pick carefully. And if you pick lightning, you get to add your constitution modifier.
Well, I gotta find out if I got those. 7 and 6.
Wait.
You got a new
It's
level
6.
6 thing.
Level 6.
Yeah.
Because he's.
Because he's a blue dragonborn, he gets to add his constitution. He's not a blue,
Psychic.
it's not a dragonborn.
I got poison and psychic.
Poison
So
and
I'm
psychic.
taking psychic.
Psychic.
So, this is science. I'm saying fuck you as loud as I can mentally for 17 points of damage.
Alright, that seems to hurt it for full force.
Alright, cool. I hit him with mind bullets.
With mind bullets. And what about Radu?
Radu will move up behind me.
You.
Not believe you've done it.
What?
Buddy's gonna be going here soon.
Right, and so she's saying maybe you should have gone there so that there's a zigzag through.
In case Buddy doesn't want it.
And remember the field defender always has to go after.
Yeah, that's the annoying part.
Oh, right, okay. Alright, then yeah. Keep
Maybe
space
that-
between, yeah.
Okay, sure.
And the ready in action sting.
Sting if something is within 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody to get within 10 feet, there's a arcane fighter. What's this guy called?
Eldritch Knight.
Eldritch Knight right there to swallow. There's plenty of time. Okay, but that does bring us back to Sparky.
Alrighty, well, I'm moving forward.
Yay!
Okay, if you move forward 3, you can see it.
Okay.
It's on the flat part now.
So I need to be within 30. Oh, yeah.
30.
Yeah, pistol's only 30.
I know, that's 30's here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to be right there.
Right.
So this is 5, I believe.
Or you can go over in the corner.
Oh yeah, I could.
Everybody stand behind TBD.
And then I shoot it twice.
And you're using your magic ammo, so you're not expending any of the special ammo?
Yeah, I'm not expending any special ammo.
Alright.
Poor TBD, loud noise.
In any case, your second shot will always have to be
Yeah,
magic
second
ammo.
shot will always have to be magic.
But you could load it up with a fancy bullet and then take your second shot with magic ammo.
You do have documented how much that special ammo we had, right?
I know it's 34, but somebody wrote that somewhere.
36.
Oh, you're right.
Don't shot those 2 shots. And I only realized because I had just looked at it because I was going back to.
Yeah, no, it's totally 36. I don't know why I said that. It was 4. It was 40 minus 4, so it's 36.
We had 4 of them around.
It is 26 to hit.
That is definitely hit.
Missed, come on, man.
Huge chance. Hey, I'm used to Pathfinder at this point.
Right now, the baseline is
I'm mixing the two up so much.
you and me both, man.
12 damage.
You're not much fun there because you're playing your campaign is so homebrewed. It might as well be anything.
True.
Did you say 12 damage?
Yep, 12 damage, and then 27 to hit
That's also a hit.
for 9 damage.
Alright. And this is just piercing, I believe.
Yes. Yes. And then
But also magical.
yeah. I'm also going to have the homunculus do a force strike.
Oh, so that'll be your bonus action.
Yeah, that'll be my bonus. Oh, yeah, because then the steel defender's just going to move up.
So you can either move forward, dodge,
Yeah.
and make this reaction.
Yeah. So. But the homunculus also has to move at the after my turn.
Okay.
So,
So,
I have to move the
dragon
dragon
first.
So. 5, 6,
Sure, 30.
And then lightning breath. And since I was able to fly one, can I get back to this square?
Oh, yeah, just fly the first one or two.
Yeah.
No problem. So, lightning breath. So I gotta do a dex save. Make that.
I'm assuming this is going to be quarter damage.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Wait, how do you know it's resistant to lightning?
Because it's a demon.
Well, I was actually waiting to find out if it was the magic resistance or a specific resistance.
Yeah,
So.
they're specific resistance.
31.
It's a bunch.
Yeah.
31, so 31 just becomes 7.
15 to 7.
Yep.
So it's up to 70. And
And
then
the steel defender moves forward 40, which is probably enough to just.
in the middle, because you want to be.
I don't have to be adjacent
have to
to
be
the
adjacent.
ally
Yeah.
anymore. I realized that.
well,
I
you
just
wanna
have
go
to
over
be
here?
adjacent to the enemy.
Just in case they leave room for
One of the
Wyvern?
wyverns to come up, yeah.
Well, Wyvern's attack 10 feet too, so they can stand behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I do want to kind of block the hallway.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Well, the wyverns will have 10 feet of
Yeah,
reaching.
10 feet.
And then the homunculus fires.
Along those fires. What?
Yes, it has a range attack. It does like no damage though. 6. Spell attack, which I need to double check if it's no 7, so
13.
13.
You got a 13 to hit as a miss.
Yeah, okay. So its AC is higher than 13.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does 1d4 force damage.
What's the lowest Evan has hit this thing with?
19 or something? Yeah,
Okay, the lowest I had hit was 22, so 19.
Yeah, my lowest was a 26. So.
Alright,
So we either hit or we don't.
Yeah.
Alright, so right now it looks like it's somewhere between 14 and 19 is AC, so we're getting there.
That was all y'all. And that thing's dodging.
Yeah.
And it's also going to use a
reaction to
disadvantage on reaction when this thing tries to eat Evan. But now it's the Hazard's turn, so he does try to eat Evan. So he tries to fight him, and you're going to use your action to make a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Alright. So that's definitely a miss. And then claw, but that's a normal because you can only use one reaction, right?
Correct.
And that's a hit. So 2d6 plus 4. 14 damage. I think it's Evan's turn. Yep. Which means you have to start off with a saving throw.
Okay, okay.
Constitution. Poison stop.
14?
That's the number you need, so you're good.
Excellent. As you kind of I need to make a concentration.
Over your anything like.
Alright, 14 is matching up.
Alright.
Okay.
Not that it matters because the guy with the candle in his head is standing right next to you, so.
Does matter.
You just.
My magic.
Independent. From these damn goblinoids.
And then. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
She drops her hand axe, grabs the battle axe with two hands to use the versatile attack, and then uses the bonus action to summon the hand axe back into his hand to use for parrying.
We already know 19 hits.
Yeah.
Okay. 22 damage.
22 more damage for the two attacks.
Mm-hmm.
92.
And TBD is gonna move forward.
Move forward behind you and attack over the
Fighting snake, fighting snake.
Right. Oh, the bite hit.
Damn it! The science will never be complete.
Let's complete our science.
So that's 13.
13 more damage?
Mm-hmm.
And we just got 105.
Freaking
Demons, man.
We'll
Then
say
we're at
this.
testing.
If this one doesn't disappear, take its head.
Oh, yeah. Demon head.
Alrighty, Chaos Bolt did work, so it doesn't have magic resistance. So that's something. Or it didn't have magic resistance.
No. Yeah, and you did psychic, so it didn't have psychic. It didn't resist the psychic.
Okay.
It may still have magic resistance, so it may have advantage on magic saves.
Yeah, but if you're using it to hit,
Then it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just the damage type.
Alright then. So let's go ahead and... You know what? Let's upcast another Chaos Bolt.
alright.
And I will go ahead and do a third level on this one.
Big ass chaos bolt.
And it just gives me 2 more dice, but sure, big ass. Alright. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 17. So yeah, cool.
17, eh?
Alright. Oh, 1 and 4. What is that? I think 1
But the
fire.
At one point, we were using it so much I can't remember.
Yeah. Because we were in the chaos domain.
Oh, 1's acid and 4 is force. Let's go with force on this one.
Yeah, force spell.
Yeah.
However, the
Very
damage here was shit. I did better on 3 dice than I did on 5. 15.
15 damage brings us to 120. Are you moving around at all?
Yeah, go move me up to right behind TVG. Basically just straight up, yeah. There we go.
And Radu is just kind of stuck.
Radu would just keep readying sting somebody.
That brings us back to Sparky.
Use D6 to see if I recharge. Nope.
That's to say use the small ones for the recharge.
I like using the big one. You're only going to use one.
I didn't see you using that casino dice when you're doing your recharge for the storm giant bullshit. Yeah, you're using tiny ones then.
And it was working.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it again.
You're going to shoot it with your gun.
Is it 15?
Is it?
15's a miss.
Oh, cover?
No, 15's a miss.
I thought she hit with 14. Who hit with 14? Somebody said 14. I know somebody said 14.
14 damage, maybe.
14.
Maybe that was it. Okay. Well, I hit with 17 then, so I think 17's the lowest then.
20.
20's a hit.
Okay. You getting annoyed with that now? Is that what
No,
it is?
that's close enough.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Alright.
The Steel Defender is not gonna draw aggro because it's not organic, so it's just gonna take a swing. I'm gonna tell it to take a swing.
Okay. So that means no like that. It's just going to use the steel cutter.
Yeah. And Buddy is.
He's like a damn entourage now.
Yeah.
He's his own party. There's no party like an artist party.
Buddy's going to try to fly forward, or? Totally making.
What happens to your homunculus if you drop to 0?
It dies. But it leaves its heart, which is the gem.
Okay.
So I basically just have the long rest and turn it back.
Okay.
Same if it's killed. It doesn't lose any money.
It doesn't hurt you if it's killed?
Nope.
Just got to
So
re-infuse.
it's not like the old one.
No, it's not like the one that you can that the spell makes. Because
Good.
that's still a thing.
Yeah.
So if you make a homunculus using the create homunculus spell and it dies, you take a fuck ton of damage. Yeah, I think Buddy's
This is
gonna
more like a mechanical bunny.
Buddy's gonna go up and plot.
Alright.
Not with a 1.
Not with a 1.
And
Shield Fender?
yeah, Steel Defender's going to take a swing, crit.
And it does force damage?
Yeah, it does force damage. 8. So 2d8. It's 11.
You killed it. It does fall to the ground, big dead body, but roll to see if he sucks his soul out.
Alright.
Okay, so the Steel Defender can soul suck, but not the Dragon Team.
No, roll the 5.
Alright, yeah, so you killed the big stinky guy.
And
it
his
doesn't-
body is
Yeah,
still
it doesn't disappear or turn into goo. It's now a big dead thing.
That is slightly concerning.
Well, it's the same thing with the Dretch.
That is also concerning.
It's just larger.
Well, it's also, this is now another type of thing. And the pistol is a simple or martial weapon, correct?
I think it's a martial
Should be
weapon.
martial at the very least.
But I don't know if it's not exotic. There is no exotic.
Now that
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay. Because that would be the restriction.
Mhm.
A simple or martial weapon with the ammunition property.
Okay,
I don't remember where everybody was.
that's not right.
Yeah, I thought it.
Okay, so before we start doing the marching order again, this Hezru though.
Uh-huh.
Anything on the Hezru?
Nope.
Still just the demon.
So yeah, he doesn't carry, sometimes he carry like little fetishes or bone necklaces, stuff like that.
Or Glabberzuku?
Yeah. Yeah. Or fanny pack. But this one doesn't have any of that.
We'll come back to the head later.
Pick up his head on the way out.
Yep. You have to get him mounted on the wall.
Now you're definitely gonna have to scale on to stop stinking though.
Mm-hmm. That was the other reason why I took the fingers. To see how long it takes to lose pungency.
Alright, but then you continue down the hallway?
Yep. Continuing on.
Okay. You go down another 3 levels, and then you run into a very large group of demons, led by a Hezru with lots of Dretch backing him up. AKA the boss battle. Oh, I should have said that. They totally know that.
This is when I'm
Alrighty.
sorely missing my AoE ability.
Yeah, you're like, why don't I?
No change on this ship for me.
No change.
And what are the Dretch on?
His moves to 6, but the Dretch are 13.
They move slow, so that's not too bad.
I have to look up what these different magic items I can replicate these.
And again, Sparky, you're at the top of the stairs. So unless you're going to run forward.
Well, I'll also be out of range.
Yeah.
So
Wait to see what develops. What about the Steel Defender? Do you want him to
I'm gonna have this
maneuver?
Steel Defender.
Run up to about as far as Evan is going to go?
Yep, that's my thought. That's my thought.
So 6 forward?
Yeah, 6 forward.
Middle of the hall?
Yep.
Come on up. I got it ready for you. But then the Dretch goes second. So the Dretch double move over here. They're all just gonna file in and leave space for the big guy.
Of course we are.
Well, they're afraid of him. If they know if they get in the way, he will just bite them instead of you.
Okay.
Shield defender on them.
That is just screaming lightning bolt.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sorry, I took thunder steps instead.
oh yeah, I can't, I'm a resistant to it anyway. So.
But we only have to do 18 damage.
Yeah, it's like, don't worry about resistance, just pretend they have twice as many hit points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, these got a few more hit points than I expected. No big deal. Evan.
I thought this is my AoE spell deals D4s.
You want to run up behind the steel defender and start working on the front one?
And X.
Toss
Are
it right next in his
dropping
face.
or are you throwing it?
All the way there.
If I'm not in melee, I'm throwing it.
Okay.
That's
Just need to load.
yeah.
Michael texted me this morning.
Just a D6.
Was he just not able to make it?
Yeah, you got like food poisoning. Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
Then only one of my wow, so 16.
Oh, that did not take him out.
Nope. And then TBD is gonna move forward.
Maybe you can hit the front two. Want to bite the first one, sting the second one?
Yep. 10.
Takes out the first one, bite, stings the second one.
This is with this one. Damn it! You rolled a 2! You!
Science! What about science? Okay. It's getting stinky up in here. Everybody knows that by now. And we have the Hezru. So the Hezru is going to come up and chew on them.
Which is dodging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is totally done. That's what it is. So bite. That's a whiff. And then also claw. Oh. Oh, another claw. Oh, did we 3 attacks? But that is a 20 with the second claw. And then only 11 with the third claw. So just one claw. 36. 11 points of damage for the steel fish. And then we're tested.
Alright then. I will still go ahead and move. Go ahead and move me to right here.
Take up your fighting position.
Yep. And the Dretch and Hezru, I guess, need to make a save. Basically, I'm going to do it where it's
Take a fireball back here.
yeah, so it's only going to hit up to the Hezru's nose, so it's going to miss basically these two.
Yes, those two. Take another one. Well, that's
Holy
everybody.
crap. For the sake of the camera.
Ooh, that's a nice
Oh,
one.
wait.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
that's a
no,
nice
okay.
one.
Alright.
Alrighty. $37, so any that fail are dead.
7 to 18 you can have for resistance. And
then 9
you gotta
if they, make it. And my save is 15.
Say it's 15, so blue. 9 there, 9 there with 2 dead ones in the middle. And It's a text save.
Yes.
9 here. 3 damage. And the last guy makes it. So 9 for him as well.
And what about the head?
She failed and took 18.
Wow, okay.
Yep, it's failed.
So I killed 5?
Yep,
I earned these claws!
because you killed 2. No. Yes, you did kill 2.
I killed 2.
I think you killed
No,
1.
I killed one.
You killed 1 and you hurt
Right,
another one.
and you killed 5. Yeah. No, she didn't hurt the other one. She missed him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the science.
Science fail. Okay. And that was testing, so we're back to Sparky.
And again, Radu, ready to sting.
So I need you on this line, so I got something on that. 3, 4, 5, 6.
And notice how I left Radu over there, because I knew you needed it every move. And you're gonna bang bang with your gun
Yep, I'm gonna shoot the hazard.
and shoot the hazard.
I mean, don't watch.
So I can move the dragon up to here and I can fly 1.
Yeah, because it's like your first thing. You did 6 squares, which is 3.
Those 3.
Okay.
A target.
So, you're
There's
gonna
a
shoot.
giant one right in front of me.
True.
I'm gonna shoot the hazard.
Yeah.
17 on the die.
That's a hit. Is the determined number past the 16?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus 8. For. Double check the damage now.
Has Buddy already done
You don't
his
have
lightning breath?
Not this combat. I
Hazard
assume we recharge.
resistance.
Yeah,
Between
we
combats.
definitely should have recharged.
Completely left it.
No.
So you must have fought the weak one first, and now you're fighting the stronger one.
Okay. Sounds good.
So 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot it again. And I get 3.
Because I remember, but he has a magic weapon, so it doesn't count.
Yeah. 11 misses.
11 misses. And then lightning bolt here.
Yeah, lightning bolt there.
So 3 saves. Last one makes it.
$16.
16 becomes 8 because they're magic resistant. This one also saved, so he only takes 4.
And then the homunculus is going to attack the hazard.
The hazard.
Yeah, and the defender is going to dodge.
Okay.
Homunculus. 14. So.
That's a miss, yeah. Those are 16. And that is Sparky. That brings us back to the Dretch. So this Dretch turns up here, makes his fart noise.
Hey. I get to whack.
Oh yeah, you do.
He's like nearly, he's half dead. And you
Hit
do.
him.
She can tell with a good roll.
Oh.
Not quite. And he makes his cloud of stench. So that's everybody but Ragu. Radu.
Yeah,
And it's still the vendor, but still vendors mean poison anyway, right?
Yes, it means poison.
And the homunculus is also needs a name, but he's also mean poison. But everybody else is in the bench. Okay. And then we got this guy. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They both attack TBD.
No. That's so rude.
And they have, they have 2 attacks because they have claws and bites. But they gotta get, 2d6, 44. Good thing they have a lot of difference. 16 damage. I gotta sort out my damage remaining. Those front two can make attacks now on the steel defender. And it's dodging, right?
Yeah.
So that's at disadvantage. And it has an armor class that's pretty good.
15.
So those are all missing. The last one can't reach anybody, so it doesn't matter. But he had to double move as well. Because remember, they're slow. So then we're at Evan. All right, Evan, you got lots of people to hit. Which one do you want to go for?
The ones that are hitting.
Okay.
I'll start with
You're doing
the one against
the
the
drop
wall.
and two-handed swing?
Yep.
Or you want to make three attacks? Two good attacks or two medium attacks and one light attack? Kind of,
This balance
yeah.
doesn't really matter.
It's probably like one more damage on average.
So I'm jumping in. I feel cooler when I
it.
do my bonus
It just looks
action.
Drop your axe, that's a free action. Two-hand on the Dretch in the corner.
Yeah. That one hits.
Alright. Gonna have to hit him again.
Yeah, but I'm actually gonna miss.
Oh. Alright, well.
But TBD is gonna be too.
Then you summon your axe back to your hand, but that really wasn't very impressive. That looked like
It
you're
might have looked okay.
playing with your sword.
I'm just
Oh
doing
my.
tricks. In the fight hit. For 9.
Okay.
Stinger. Hit. For 13.
Okay.
And then he's gonna move forward.
Poison oozes everywhere, and you move forward.
Oh!
And you
Speaking of
both
poison.
forgot to do your poison
Speaking
roll.
of poison. 21.
That's good for you.
And that looks like a 12.
Yep,
You got a
it's
12
good.
and you made it.
11.
If you got 12, you made it.
But also,
Alright.
you had the poison save from the hazard for you. So do that one too.
Okay.
Got advantage on that one. Should be piece of cake.
19.
Never mind.
Stop making me roll for things.
And you didn't have to do any concentration checks, right? Didn't skip any of those. Okay, that's Evan. Now we're at the Hezru. The Hezru is going to hit the steel defender because that's all he can reach, and it's still
dodging.
dodging. Armor class 15.
Yep.
That's a miss with the bite, and both claws also miss.
Dodge tank.
Yeah, I can't make it through a dodge because I can't roll too good there. Great. Okay. And once you pass the hazardous check, then you're good. So that,
Oh, I'm good?
yeah, you're like, that doesn't bother me.
I'd spend my days with this. Before.
But you would have to continuously make the Dretch smell thing if the Dretch smell is happening. But first, test it. Who is in a cloud and therefore has to make a constitution saving throw. Okay. Remember, get it?
Yeah, I rolled 19, so.
So that's easy.
Yeah, I got a 26 altogether, just in case you're wondering. Oh, wait, I can't remember. Does the
The mask gives you the advantage, too.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. There was a reason why we did the mask.
Yeah, it was to gain advantage.
Yeah, well, I got a 19, so I passed, so I'm not too worried about it. trying to decide what I'm going to do here because I was actually contemplating throwing another fireball, but we still haven't made it all the way down to the bottom yet.
Right.
Which again, that's kind of where we need to go to find out where the hell these things are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So based off that, am I 10 feet away from that one dretch right there?
Yes.
Okay then. I will shocking grasp.
Oh, shocking grass.
Yeah, because you have long arms.
Mm-hmm.
Can't actually reach anything. I mean, you can't actually touch it. He can reach it, but he can't touch it. What did you get this time?
I crit.
All right.
And how much damage is on that one right now?
14.
Alright. Alright.
Shocking grass 2d8, right?
Yeah, so 48 because I
48. Yeah. And you get to add your bonus thing. Yep. Shocking.
Okay, so 12, 19, 23, so
Average to 11.
Yep.
That still kills him.
okay then.
And then you get to roll the sucking soul.
Alright, here we go. No soul sucking. Honestly, I didn't want it to be on the shocking grasp. So.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt anything. It's like you're using them up. You just do the next one too. Did you want to step forward one because you can, or stay where you are?
I'll stay where I'm at.
Right.
Radu is readiness thing.
You can step forward one, so he can be right behind you. And he's got a sting ready, so then we're back to Sparky.
Alright. Let's see if the dragon recharges. Nope. That was 3. And then I'm going to shoot the visitors.
Shooting
Twice.
through twice.
14 plus 8, so 22.
Yep, that's a hit.
For 10 damage.
Okay.
And 14 plus 8, 22. For 14 damage.
14
That
damage.
D10 actually doing something.
48.
I needed to make a save though. Was I in a cloud?
Oh, yeah, you were in the cloud. Sorry.
15 on the dice.
You're good. The Dretch save is only 11. He's good.
I do have that documented too. So.
Dragon needs to. The dragon rolls a 1 for their save.
Okay. I don't think it really affects him that much though, because it means he doesn't get a bonus action. So,
Yeah, he takes like one action essentially.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be bad for me.
And no reaction.
Oh, and no reaction. That was the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you use your bonus action for? Oh, to
Command
the
my
other guy.
minions, yeah.
Yeah, and you can do your action or your bonus action. Obviously, you just shoot, but
Yeah.
so yeah, you can lose your minion.
Yeah.
But you could do a bonus action if you wanted to, and no reactions. So no reactions for the dragon.
So dragon's still gonna move forward and claw the front Dretch.
Claw the front Dretch.
Not with a 5. They're not.
Oh, actually, that should do
yeah,
it.
they're only 11.
Yeah, but the dragons are
Oh,
plus
plus
5,
five,
so
yeah,
that's
you-
a 10.
That's a 10.
Yes.
10 is a miss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just missed, man.
Yeah. Wyverns are better.
So
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
and the homunculus is going to shoot the Ever,
Your monkey is just shooting the head.
because that's what I'm going to use my bonus action this turn.
Right.
19.
19 to hit. And this is force damage.
This is force damage, but it's a d4. So 6 damage.
Yep.
The d4 plus 3. Plus my proficiency.
Yeah, 3 is your proficiency. That is Sparky. So now we're back to the Dretch. The Dretch are getting all bottled up.
Yeah, they really can't go anywhere
Yeah.
unless they go back.
The frontman is going to make the cruise tinge. And then the other two will attack the other one will attack the the dodging steel defender, right?
Yep.
Oh, and I got a hit with a bite. D6. 4 points of damage. Steel defender. Then we're at Evan. You got all the ones behind you, so you have one in front of you. Battle action. Pull yourself together, man.
7.
7. Okay, well then you can use your bonus action. Was that a two-handed strike? I'm sorry.
It's not.
No. In that case, you could use your D6 attack as your bonus action. Nope.
You passed the 2s on.
I mean, you did so poorly. You do have to make a Dretch saving throw, but I think we're going to reroll any of that crap.
No, we're good.
You were good anyway. Yeah, the Dretch one you have to do over and over. So then we're at the Hezzer. So the Hezzer makes 3 attacks, but the thing's still dodging.
TBD.
Oh, TBD. Yep. Also make saving throw. Doesn't matter. Because you're only going to do an action, you're going to do a bonus action.
Yeah, you're good.
She missed with her bite, by the way. She hits with her.
But you got him with the stinger.
Yeah.
How much damage?
That's
More
an
than
excellent
2.
question.
You gotta say you're doing more than 2.
So again, you haven't actually poisoned anyone.
Can Evan move?
Yeah.
Yeah. Move to the corner. Next to the steel defender. In front of the Hezzer.
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
Battle of the Hezzer next turn.
Yeah, and TBD is going to move forward.
And then TBD moves forward.
So you do know that Ezra is gonna go next, right?
How exciting.
Yeah, and that's getting TBD in range of the Hezzer. So that's
No, can't doubt his courage.
You can't doubt his courage. But the Hezzer is next, and the Hezzer is going to attack the steel defender again. And miss with the bite, and then 2 claws. Plus 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't get an 8. You're not in your roller chair. What happened there?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Just sat down like it was nothing. And then we're at testing. These games are kind of lame. Did you just finish them off for me?
I'm working on it. You gotta choose something with magic resistance, man. That's on you.
Just sat here whipping on the wind.
Had you not chosen something that had magic resistance, it would have been done a long time ago. But I will move. If I move to there, is there still going to be 2 spots open there? Or is it just going to be 1?
Move to where?
What? You can move forward
If I move to here, give me a second. I'm having difficulty explaining. Oh, there's only 2 squares.
Here.
Okay. Damn.
You're trying to get close enough to.
I was trying to get close enough because I was going to go here, so what I do can move up to here and actually start doing something. This next go.
So,
all right. So yeah, I still will move
You're
here.
gonna go here.
what's the reach on your shadow arms?
Well, Shadow Arms is 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could use your Shadow Arms to hit the.
But you also have other spells.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they're going to be resistant to just about everything.
Pretty much. Yeah.
But you can use his stick.
My bone, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not magic that resistant to that either. I mean, it has resistant to that too.
Well, actually, that's a good question. The spider webbed.
Oh yeah, that's magic.
Is magic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Gonna use your shadow long arm.
Yeah, I think I will do that because I still got. Well,
Whack
after
him with
this
a
one, I have one more use left. So I'm gonna whack you with a bone. I got a bone to pick with you. Not with that.
Missed again. Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna move Radu up
Here.
behind Buddy,
Mhm.
and he will ready to sting as soon as the Dretch moves up.
Yeah, that's what you do, but still nothing good. Okay, then we're back to Sparky.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep shooting.
Shooting the hazard.
Shoot the hazard, let's see if I reach it.
Ooh, you did.
5, so yes.
Okay, so much for stinging the Dretch.
So, well, we'll see.
Buddy's going after the Dretch then.
I mean, unless he wants to angle it to where he hits the Dretch and the Hezru.
Yeah.
He could do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna lightning bolt would I be able to get a Dretch and the Hezru?
Yeah, you go here though.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you kill that thing, then you can move back. You don't have to worry about being hit by the Hezru.
Oh yeah. Okay.
21.
21, you hit a Dretch and a hazard. So the Dretch saves. Hazard also saves. So 21 becomes 5. 14, 59.
And then shoot the Hezru.
Shoot the hazard.
19 on the die.
Magic gun.
For 14 damage. And then shot number 2 is 18 to hit. For 14 damage again.
That was a lot of damage.
And then
Almost max damage both times.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I mean, and just in general, I haven't taken them. It's been going beep, wow.
and then the homunculus.
The homunculus is doing a bolt of whatever.
16.
16 is the hit.
Okay. So we now officially know the number for 4 force damage.
4 force damage. 91. Sparky done. We're at the Dretch.
Yeah, and defender's dodging.
Defender is dodging. There's a Dretch stuck in the back there that just can't do anything. Unless he actually ran away. Then he'd probably just get whacked by the dragon. So nope, we're just gonna have the back Dretch is gonna do his farting noise, and the front Dretch is going to go ahead and attack this steel defender. Try to take him out. And those are both misses because Dretch sucks. And that's his turn. Evan, you are still in a Dretch zone, so take a DC 11 combat.
I might as well roll for TBD now.
No, I'm sorry, TB is not in 5.
Yeah, you win. Okay. I'm just
Because
gonna...
they usually do it once a day. So. He did his last turn. Usually they don't last long enough that it matters there's only one, but they're only allowed to do one. So you're having TBD take out this guy he can reach. Then you can use your sting on Hezru.
Oh, great.
Plus
Ah, sweet.
That's the one. That's 11.
11 points of damage, and he is completely immune to the poison.
Okay.
Science!
Yep, we got an answer.
But I'm still
I
gonna
think the appropriate thing for immunity is gas. That's right there.
And then I'm just gonna double battle axe.
Double two-handed battle axe.
Yeah.
At least it tells us the Hezru is
One of them misses.
the end of poison. We don't know how to stretch it yet. But
Or
So
they're
Okay.
yes,
8.
they are.
the to-do list saying orc mech, is that the mech that I did the...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's the mech that the orcs killed,
Okay.
Correct.
but the humans have it, so they helped, and they took it because the orcs were waiting for them. That is Evan's turn. There's no moving going on, so now we're at the Hezra that's still trying to kill this escape the seal. You have some. Finally got him with a bite.
Finally got who with the bite?
The Steel Defender.
13 damage. How many more do I need? Do I do both attacks or just the one?
Well, you just did 13, he has 8 health left.
Yeah, better do one at a time. Then he claws him. And 13. That's a miss.
Another miss.
So he claws him again. Got him that time. 23. Disadvantage. And can he do 8? That's 10.
Alright.
Alright, so that took him out, but we need to mark his
Spot, because I need
spot
to
of
get there
doom.
in the next hour.
Oh. I thought it was a minute where it like might happen.
Good thing we were here for 5.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm totally thinking we're gonna fight. Okay. But that's all of his attacks, so we're at Testy. Testy, there's plenty of room up front. Run right in there, take that steel finish line.
And no. Okay, there's 9 points left on that Dretch over there. I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna do a Zot on the Dretch.
Stop the Dretch.
I'm gonna Zot the Dretch.
Kill a Dretch with that. I mean,
Unless I do 18.
let you do 18.
Yeah.
I can do 18. Bring it on.
I can do 18. I mean, I got 19 to hit, so surely I can.
Halfway through.
Yeah, I can do that. Well, not 18. I did 13.
But it's fire resistant, so that's only 15.
Yeah, it was close.
But you know, if he has one left, he gets a turn. Turns are bad.
Radu's
Ready?
Stinger.
Yeah, nobody's making it there. But Sparky can finish him off. Or, you know, the homunculus can finish him off.
I think he's out of range. I'll step forward one.
Yes. Step forward one and he's in range.
I'm gonna shoot the Ezra though.
You're going to shoot the Hezra.
16 on the die.
Good.
For 13 damage. And 15 on the die plus 8. And 6 damage.
That's 19 total.
And then
20.
the homunculus shoots the Dretch.
Homunculus shoots the dragon.
Not with a 10.
And misses.
Not with rolling the 3.
So then it's all up to Buddy.
Kill the Dretch. Kill
Recharge?
the Dretch. Kill the Dretch.
See if I recharge. Nope, that's 2.
Bite somebody. You want to bite the Hezra or do you want to bite the...
Yeah, I
I was
want
saying the Dretch is going to be going next.
Yeah,
so.
I want to reduce the number of turns. So step forward, whack the Dretch.
Bite the Dretch.
17 on the die. That's a D10.
Minimum
Right,
doing
but-
is 5.
But the D10 is halved, so
Why is the D10 half?
Because he
D6.
has-
It's non-magical weapon.
yeah, so it's all halved because he has non-magical weapon and lightning damage. So it's,
You need to do 6 points of damage to kill this thing.
yeah.
Oh, look at that, you do it.
So I dealt 5, 3 plus 3, so 6, so that's 11. 11 total.
11 total becomes 5.
Yeah.
And you only need 3. You got 2 extra. What are you worried about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry
The
at all.
absolute minimum though was I can't even find it.
Minimum
There it
was
is.
5, which would have become 2.
Yeah, so you could have done 2.
Yeah.
But anything above minimum is 3, and then you have it. Okay, and you're good there. You're not gonna move.
Yeah.
And then we have
Evan,
Evan.
come on, Evan. You can kill this thing. You can do it.
There's no dress left.
What?
One's good.
What are you, you're like +8.
I know.
And
I rolled a 2.
here's the thing: is I'm also I was trying to hit the steel finish, so I was on a disadvantage, which doesn't help. But I'm +7, and I couldn't hit anything either. So we've all just been standing in this hallway, waving our arms around.
So anyway,
What a boring fight! You've done the most damage out of everybody.
14 turns into a 7 on the hit zero.
I think you killed.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, I mean, we had baseline as 140-ish.
Well, she just did 136, and that was the number.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I win. Suck it.
So I walk over, whack it.
Whack the thing, and it starts rebuilding.
Yep, expend a first level spell.
Oh, okay.
So it-
Are you guys going to wait until it rebuilds itself, or move on with everything?
Wait until you rebuild yourself. You nuts?
Wait, if I can hurry, I don't know why.
It takes a minute.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I don't want to take a minute. I can't remember.
And that should be enough time for Buddy to recharge as well, right?
Yeah.
So does anybody need heals?
I can't remember what anybody stands, so it doesn't matter.
I'm only down 20.
Given what we were just dealing with, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for you to take that healing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna practice this. The homunculus flies over, boops you on the head.
Among us has boop?
Yes, because I can cast through the homunculus.
Oh, okay. It's just a boop transfer.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the freaking.
My telephone.
It's a 12 healing. I rolled max.
That makes me think of the drones from XCOM 2. This support roll, you can actually send your flying drone to
The spot for
a comrade and heal somebody.
Circle. That is a circle. Just so everybody knew. So as you come down this hallway, it doesn't do the 50-foot thing this time. It just flattens out. And back here in the back,
I get the big guy.
the big guy lights up.
Lights from our dancing.
What big guy? Does I see a couple of big
No,
things over there, you're
he
freaking
lights
me out.
he lights his own self up.
Oh shit!
Here you go.
So he immolates himself in flame. And he goes, "Why did you kill all of my children?"
I see you busy. I'll come back later.
My sister told me that was this guy.
My sister
What?
You're like, my sister's fucking been here.
What the fuck? I blame her for whatever's happening here.
I blame her too.
You should. It definitely was her.
You see, it went like this. I was just walking along, just walking along. Mind my own business, right? Just walking along, mind my own business. Just me walking along, right? Mind my own business. And then we came along across this door.
There's a door. Everyone's house going.
I mean, it said say the magic word. I said the magic word. That was basically an
Maybe they
invitation
got
coming. And sort through my notes. I think I've heard of you. I think I've heard. Have I heard of this guy?
No.
Is he basically feel like Ertu was his description and everything?
It's Ertu's brother.
Poor fucking kid.
So, is this the point where we throw him back out?
Is this where I have to make him say I will be your slavey and then don't kill me? I've already died once.
So everybody's being cautious for a moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He whips out with his whip, which only reaches to here. In fact, and immolates himself, because he does that all the time, just out of habit. When he immolates himself, you can also see that there are whip marks all around this room, which is actually a domed room, as if he's actually carved all of the rock using his whip out of this thing he's made for himself. Dome, 30 feet.
Wait a minute.
He might not be able to move.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? And he says, but he gets to go first. He says, my children are no pushovers. Your prowess leads me to believe you are here to make a deal.
No, me.
Will
My sister warned me about you.
you assist me in gaining my freedom?
Gaining your freedom. I think you're familiar with this phrase. That's a big hell no.
Now what were you gonna say? My sister was here.
Yeah, you remember? She didn't come very close from what you told me. I didn't realize you were here. She's not very good with.
And then he says,
Yeah, she gets very
"Oh
animated
yes,
describing.
the flame-obsessed young lady. She has been a great help to me."
Oh shit. She would be.
I pull Evan over to the side. How?
You know.
Details are.
There
Yeah.
were lots of sound effects. But there was blood, and there was, she said Harry, and something about a little flying dude, named Slawfage. Like, oh, I know about the situation.
Okay, you've talked to her.
Okay. Moving forward very, very cautiously.
All right.
His whip appears to have a 30-foot range.
Yeah, because he's whipped out this entire dome at a range of 30 feet.
And that's all that's here at this base is because of that dome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this tunnel was constructed to here, and then him was standing here in his dome. And then these guys left.
Gee, I wonder why.
So this last bit of hall is actually pretty rough hewn. Like, it's definitely not finished.
They were like,
Oh, so they dug down and went, oh hi, a demon. And then left.
Okay. Basically, my concern was I'm trying to see if there's any magical glyphs or anything here that we would accidentally trip that would release him.
Yeah.
Okay, so stop me before I do something.
Stop me before I make it stupid.
I'm moving right here.
You can move all the way hard.
Hold up. I'm gonna...
Okay.
My favorite line is, someone better stop me.
No one ever stops him.
No,
So,
no.
wait a minute, so are you native to this plane?
I am not from this plane. Of course I come from the abyss. And he whips his whip again. Psh, I ruled there at one point.
Gurdat.
Gurdat.
Yeah. That makes more sense now in context.
Which means that it's probably... because
Until my brother banished me here to this inconsequential rock. In this demon forsaken plane. Stop.
Dumb.
Oh yeah, I think. Would we know about his brother being stuffed in a stick?
Yes, you know about his brother being stuffed in a stick.
I was about to say, do I need to do the history check on that one?
And where is that stick?
That you don't know. The stick was lost.
Oh no.
Lost.
Yeah, one of whoever inherited lost it.
I'll stick, but I don't care about it too much.
Well, I mean, yeah. Once you have to remember, once the warlock couldn't hide it in a demi-plane, it was probably tracked down by a cultist.
Well, there's also still the rocks that were still on this plane too.
Yeah, that's the rocks and whatever other.
Okay, so again, moving up to here.
They got some little guys with them, didn't they?
Yeah, they had half demons.
The Nolians.
Oh no, they didn't have the Nolians.
The Cambrians.
The Cambrians were working with them.
Oh, that's right, because it was Air 2, that's right, yes.
So it's probably stolen by a Cambrian at some point.
Anyways, I'm moving to right here.
I'm moving back as far as he went forward.
I'm gonna stay within 80 feet of the. I'm gonna get within 80 feet of the demon.
Shoot range?
Yeah.
You're probably already there, honestly.
60, 70, 80, 90. 90 say
90,
shoot range.
90 feet.
Which is nice because they put you right
Yeah.
there.
So I'm gonna start, because it's like he wants his freedom. Do we want to ask if he wants his freedom on this plane or his freedom back in the abyss?
Right now I'm trying to figure out what is holding him here. So basically that's what I'm doing. I'm looking
So you
around.
got closer so you could look.
Exactly.
He's standing in a thing.
But I say I had a feeling this type of
Yeah,
circle.
he's standing in a thing.
But what's shocking
You
me
have
is
Arcana?
I do have knowledge arcana.
Oh, roll that down.
You have knowledge arcana?
Yes.
Want to aid me?
He's way over there.
I'm way back there.
Get your ass over here and aid me.
Yeah, I'll come up and out.
You're gonna come up and look at it now?
Yeah,
Alright.
I've got a +7.
I'll aid him.
Yeah. Come on, take a look at that. See how it's
Here's what I know. Now tell me what you know.
I remember that roll. I had that exact roll last week. But I had
So
a guidance
saying
helping
is,
me.
if guidance guy was here, you would have done better.
So I got a 9 because I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Actually, you did better than me.
Okay,
without
yeah,
the
that's
guidance.
some kind of magic-y thing, and it looks like you're stuck in it.
Can I just do a regular roll by myself now?
No, that's all you guys come up between you. You're like, it's a magic thing. You're like, it totally is a magic thing. And he's stuck in it. I think he's stuck in it too.
Thank
Okay,
you, you're a
then
lot
we
of help.
agree. Magic thing that he is stuck in.
Right. This is great. Documented.
Expert.
And we're gonna say, and then we're going to get a second opinion on this because
What does that do for you, bud?
I don't think anybody else in our party has knowledge arcana, though. I think it's just us.
yeah, but they can make us re-roll it.
With guidance.
Yeah.
Okay. Just 'cause I'm curious. I want to know what I would have gotten if he gave me. Yeah, I would.
You let her talk you out of it, basically.
Yeah. Because I rolled a 10-10 on here.
It's much better than a 1-2.
Yeah, so it would have been a 14, but anyways,
Okay, right, but he's still blabbering here. He goes, with your assistance, I could break free of this prison, and I will grant you great power.
I have a suspicion you would just grant us a lot
quick
of
death.
fire damage.
Yeah, quick death, yeah.
Quick death. Deals with demons don't go well.
yeah. It's
It's
like
even worse than deals with devils.
I say it's
Devils have to fool you. These guys just lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
At
like,
least-
it's
at
like
least-
dealing with
at
the
least
Fae.
a-
I don't deal with the Fae either.
You know, a devil will at least hold to the contract. So if you have a damn good lawyer, it's safe. But
And you gotta make sure it gets notarized and witnessed.
yeah. But the magic does that for you.
Mm-hmm.
But they usually have absurd prices anyway.
I'll consider helping you. You can tell me how the hell you get those people here.
The people.
Yeah, the Dretch head.
The Dretch head.
Yeah.
Like this. Yeah, he says, that is a little trick I worked out on my own. Eventually, they can free me.
Okay. I stand there and
You can tell he's being deceptive there. It's definitely like that. And I'm not telling you.
Yeah, but I'm just standing there and be like, I'm considering. Okay, considered it. Let's go.
Just time to go?
Yep.
No more questions?
Not at this time, but I'm definitely going to make note that
Not at this time.
we may come back.
What if
Honestly.
he's already?
He's going. Well,
Apparently Pearl's been doing the demon's work.
yeah.
Oh,
So
as soon as we get back to the cleric, send us any Pearl, tell her to stay the fuck away from
She
that.
hasn't been anywhere near him in months.
yeah, we're gonna have to make sure that Pearl doesn't free the demon.
It's not just Pearl. I feel like I need to say it's Pearl's really sweet. She's just so all dumb.
Exactly. That's exactly why I would be concerned.
That causes the most problem.
I think she might have left some cookies here.
I think she did.
I totally think she did.
But the Dretch ate him.
Oh no! You didn't. Gurdeth didn't get any?
No, I couldn't reach him.
Gurdeth, that's what his name is Gurdeth?
His name is Death in Dwarfish, and then Death in Common. Mixed together is Grudette. So that's just what Pearl calls him.
That's what Harry calls him, and Pearl accepted that.
Right, and Pearl said that's a good enough name.
Okay.
And he's not gonna give us his true name. So.
What demon would willingly do that?
Right.
They may unwittingly do it, but intentionally.
But were there any, like... I guess the pillars are fairly new. I was curious about the artwork.
Yeah. Did the artwork turn all demony later?
No.
No, remember, but the artwork stopped like
You
6,
did-
7
you
levels
did
ago.
that right.
What I
Yeah,
was saying.
Yeah.
Because the artwork has only existed in the 10-foot part. It
Okay.
stopped construction on the walls, right? It just
Right.
became a cave or just a
The tunnel.
hewn
Yeah.
tunnel. And so then no artwork after that. And then this very end is super rough. Like, we're just not finishing this at all.
Mm-hmm. This was a mine. What the hell were they intending to mine
Friendship.
It could have been the start to a hold, a dwarven hold. They could have just started digging a place to live. Honestly,
They're dwarves. So they live in the dwarven
here? Yeah. The dwarves, they
And,
live
you know,
they live in the dirt, right? Yeah,
And-
they're dirt people.
and they dug down and then ran into this guy.
Yeah.
We're friendly now.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use that guy as a trap. That's playing with fire, quite literally.
Do you have an Arcana? You have Arcana.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, make another Arcana roll then.
Okay.
And you have Arcana, so you can help me.
Yeah. 11.
Plus 7.
Well, no.
That's with everything. He rolled a
I
1 to
rolled a
4.
1 and a 4.
Okay.
Why
So
do
go
you keep
11
letting
total.
him roll?
So, perhaps he was the one doing all the damage in combat. But now I can't do anything.
Yeah.
But you think to yourself, perhaps, logically, they were mining what they thought was a source of magic, and it turned out to be a demon.
Would make sense.
Okay.
It just seems odd that they invested so much in that door, and it just goes down to this.
And only if you were slightly clever.
They just put so much effort into a door, and it comes down to this. Yeah, there's nothing else I want to ask this guy at this time.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust any of his answers unless he was in his own truth anyways, and that's outside of the range.
Yeah, I'm getting closer to this.
I'm not getting any closer.
But also, it's one of those that's...
He's been here long enough to vaporize out all of that rock.
But my concern is, if we were to attack him, if that would release him.
Absolutely not. I'm not attacking him.
So I need to do more studies on what could actually entrap a demon. So I'm ready to go back to the War College and hit the books.
Nerd!
Because, I mean, if he can't be freed by attacking him, I mean, killing him would just send him back to these days. And...
It would kind of give him what he wants, and
Yeah.
we would gain experience.
Yes, but also remember...
So win-win!
Do we know if he's capable of plane shift?
For a demon like that, more than likely.
So that would just create him, and he'll go back to a small slice of abyss with a giant wall. And if he wants to go back to rule,
that.
he would want to come back to this plane and wreck the Kofefe.
Well, the way we're going,
So we
Eeyore
would.
is already on that warpath.
Well, yeah. And having a demon help them would probably not be for the best. So if we want to kill this guy, I think we have to have plane shift to be able to follow him and kill him again.
Yeah.
So we would have to kill him and then have the resources to be able to plane shift and fight him again. When do you think you can fight him twice?
13, I think.
Well, actually, no. Fight him once, because I can't just sit at 80 feet and just go, okay, yeah, I know I'm it, but I can just keep shooting, and I'll eventually kill him. We would have to fight him on even terms in the abyss. Assuming.
Plane shift is 7th, so 13th the earliest, but I wouldn't take that as my first.
Although we would,
Shit. No, it'd have to be 15th level for me. Because there's 2 other spells that take priority for 7th level for me.
Oh.
Teleport, Vigor of Death.
yeah, but you can get that at the first level, because you would just replace one of your previous spells if you have a spell to replace.
Well, if I wait until 15th level, then I'll have an extra spell.
Well, no, at 13th level, you get a new 7th level spell, and you can switch one of your old ones to a 7th level spell. So then at 14th level, you can actually take plane shift.
Might
But,
be another spell that takes other.
You are now level 6,
so-
so...
That's a bit far away. And I have a suspicion he'll get somebody else for it, because I'm pretty sure it's probably like a magic circle, and you just need to damage the circle. Just fortunately, evil creatures can't. So basically, he has to either spawn something smart enough to be able to use tools to damage it, or has to get a human. Or another
It just has to be.
native.
Just has to be something native,
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking we need to do. We need to go back to Itch Mountain. We need to report this and get a contingent down here. And it needs to be a full contingent with dragons to basically
Which-
guard this area.
Which side of the Civil War is this on?
Oh, it's over here. It's on the dragon side.
Okay.
So it's
So
here.
it's in our territory.
It is in our territory, yes.
It's gonna sap our military strength a bit, but better than having
Honestly-
a demon lose.
Honestly, no. This.
Yeah, better than having a demon
Yeah.
lose.
I mean, they don't have to all be dragon riders, but a majority of the contingent. Well, not a majority of the contingent should be dragons, but they should have some dragons here.
Yeah, the problem is that if he does get out, and he does a plane shift, he's gonna hit that wall and get pissed and come back.
Well, he won't blame us if that happens, because we were the ones who did it to him.
Yeah, but
Sure.
yeah,
Totally has to make sense. He's not chaotic or anything. Oh man, fuck those guys. You don't get to fight Ezra anymore. Those are way too easy for an orc experience like that.
I was gonna say, I mean, yeah, they did have a lot of hit points. AC was fairly decent, but again, all those resistances.
Yeah, I guess that's all there is.
For me, what do I do? Magic. Oh, fuck me.
half.
yeah.
Hey, you saved quarter.
And if we didn't have magic weapons,
Yeah.
like if I didn't have a magic weapon, then
Yeah, a lot of the damage he did.
It shouldn't be going against the CRA without magic weapons. So.
Yeah.
At least some of you have magic weapons.
Okay then. But yeah, at this point in time, we definitely need to go back to Itch Mountain.
And I think we need to put a warning on this door.
Oh, we'll do that too.
On the end, after you get past the door, so we don't get curious people. We get curious people who open the door and then see demons inside. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm. No, don't worry. I have a way to leave that message above the cloth.
Yeah, you know that you scratch the floor.
We do it.
Yeah.
We do it in common, in goblin, and draconic.
That's all we got.
No, I got undercon.
And then he does it on undercommon. But yeah.
Alright, so you leave a message inside the door.
I'll leave several messages as we're going back up. You were warned. You don't want to go this way.
Seriously, turn back. No, you don't want any of this.
Actually, at right around here,
Do not feed the demon.
yeah, do not be the demon, and I actually do a poor caricature. So it's basically stick figure with wings and a
Stick
whip.
figure demon.
And mock-looking flames. And this claw is no longer good. New one.
No, I have to describe all this next time somebody comes here. I don't think anything else. I mean, that's all my campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, unless Harry decides to come back.
Well, Evan is now very intrigued by the ending of this mine. Pearl's like, fuck this shit, but Evan's like,
You gotta be careful because I want to gauge on how much influence that this demon might have had over Evan.
So this is a Baylor.
Baylor,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, trying to make
oh
sure.
no, Evan
Because
doesn't
Baylor's
want to make a deal.
Baylor's demon.
Okay, good.
Pit fiend is the devil. That was.
Yeah.
Evan just wants to know. Wants to talk to Booty King.
Let's talk to Booty King.
Yeah. He wants the history, okay?
Okay, so he.
So
Should have
the
made a lore.
Want to hand me the map? It should have been a Lord Word. Taking this new stuff. Back here writing messages on the way out.
I love playing bards.
Going back to PG7.
Actually, yeah, I got enough.
Bigger messages.
Yeah.
Like PG7.
Well, I'm definitely make a stop at Itch Mountain first.
and
Hopefully find that hobgoblin with
we
this group.
decapitate the two Hezrus as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I took all the claws from. Yeah, I got a bunch of claws now.
And cut off all the fingers.
Yeah.
Toes?
No.
Just.
I mean, actually, that's like a couple of ears. This is for Wanker.
Okay.
Like you care.
Evan.
Evan doesn't speak dwarf?
Nope.
No, you said you were going back to H Mountain. What are you going to meet H Mountain for?
Because that's where we met up with the hobgoblin, the goblins who told us and showed us that dredge.
All right.
Very-
So you go back to the outpost.
Yeah.
The southern outpost for the perimeter of each mountain.
Mhm.
And there's different dudes there now. So, they take turns.
Yeah. But we let them know that we found where that thing came from, and we killed 2 of his big buddies, and we found their dad.
All right. So
We are heading back to PG7, and we were going to be sending some people there to guard that area because it needs to be guarded.
need garden.
It needs to not be free. No matter what it says, do not send anyone gullible.
Okay.
We need loyal people and people who understand that deals with demons don't go well. Doesn't
Well,
matter
basically,
what it says.
Basically, I want them to keep a sharp eye out. If they do see any more of, pull out one of the head of the Dretches, more of these bastards, once you kill it, notify PG7 so they can let us know.
Tell me how much authority you guys speak to these guys with.
We got dragons though, right? You see this dragon? You got a dragon? There you go. I do. Now you listen.
Anywho.
Because we also understand like the existential threat that this thing is.
I see this whole Civil War thing right here, and it's small potatoes compared to what this little fucker can unleash.
Do you want to have to deal with the Eldrin again? Because that's what's going to happen.
Do you want Eldrin? Because that's how you get Eldrin.
Do you want Eldrin? All right. So you're at Itch Mountain. You're just talking to these guard dudes.
Yeah, basically just tell them to
Right,
if they see
so-
any more of the Dretches,
This
come
is
up.
just goblins. There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
The hobgoblin told me if we see any more of these things, we kill them. Kill them on sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, if you do see them, put one of these on. And show them the bandanas.
Show them how the bandana works.
Yes.
All right.
Because if they get close enough to you, you're going to want to puke, and you're not going to be able to fight it, and it's going to kill you. It's going to kill you dead. See how I took its head? It's going to take your head.
It's going to take your head. Okay. But that's the only people you talk to at this moment.
Yeah, because that's the southernmost area,
Yeah,
so they're going to see it first.
Right.
We want them at least notified, but we're going to give a full report to High Command.
Yes.
Okay. So then you're going to go back to PG7 to report to High Command.
Yes.
Which you just made up, by the way. I never called.
So we're going to the General's aid, I guess?
Yeah, the General's aid.
Yeah.
Evan doesn't have to go with them, right?
No.
I don't think he's even allowed
Evan can
in
go
there.
back to the Wyvern barn. Okay. Okay, so then you go back to PG7?
I'm gonna
Yes.
yeah,
Because he needs to get his bottles.
So he's been working on the bottles, right?
yeah. During your scroll downtime.
PG7. At PG7, you report on the thing. The assistant says, if you guys wanted to know more of this history business, you should head over to Highguard. The ruined Elven library might have information there.
It still exists?
Well, except for all the parts that got burned in the purge.
How many days travel
Oh,
is that from here?
and then also when the Eldrin raided it, but there's still some books left.
In Eldrin.
Yeah,
This is why nobody likes the yellow drink.
And he says,
really
I think
should.
you're right, though. I'm going to suggest we send someone down there. And he asked lots of questions about the Hezru, like how many people it's going to take to defeat the Hezru, what was the largest group you saw, and you tell them all the details.
Yeah.
Elemental resistances.
Magic resistances, yeah.
Need magic weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's supposed to say, like, we'll send some troops with crossbows. We'll send more. We'll send more troops with crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
You just need a.
1140.
1140. Wow.
You want to take 1140 experience points as well?
Not
I
bad.
just put him at 14,000.
Hopefully they'll make up for the session I missed on the 20th.
How much was it?
1140.
1140.
So how many days travels it from
Okay.
PG7 to High Guard?
Oh, I don't know. But while you're at High Guard, the adjutant tells you, you guys got rid of those ogres, but now there's halflings that are raiding the next caravan. So that didn't really help. And Commander Wolf up at the mine is pissed because we told him that you took care of it.
We told him we took care of the ogres.
And I said, yeah, I told him. Did you see ogres? And but he was still upset.
Okay, he wants us to make sure his caravan is taken care of. He needs to be very specific about what's killed. That's how we do things. What do you need killing? We will kill it.
We killed that. Not our fault. And he says, yeah, there's even talk of the mine breaking off from the Empire, unless the caravans can get through. They say they can sell stuff to Post in Ed Hill, and he just looks at you like that because the humans at the mine are starting to think that working with the humans in Austin Ed Hill is a better idea than working with Gouge. We would prefer that not to happen.
What company is there in Ostenville?
Well, not Gouge. They hate the goblins.
Oh, that's right. They're the xenophobes, isn't that? No, they're not the xenophobes.
One of
well, the mine originally belonged to them before you took it.
So.
And they were using the goblin slaves to mine it.
Well, there was a specific one. Give me a second. I'm getting to the notes from the Summon of Menegrath. Which is ones that were total xenophobes.
And I just got my emails that are requested at noon for my two-factor authentication.
Huh.
I had to use my phone numbers while I was at work because it's like, okay, I guess they're not coming.
10 hours later, you got that.
Yeah, 10 hours later, I got. I'm gonna get another in about 30 minutes.
I know I wrote it down. There was a specific.
The xenophobes?
Yeah.
I mean, there's also going to be, how many enemies did we make?
Yes.
Yes.
Did any of the werebears survive?
No.
We extincted them.
Thinking that.
Although I guess technically their souls are stuck. Well, no, are their souls, were they killed before or after we fully sealed the plane?
Who?
The werebears.
Before?
Yeah, well before.
Yeah, so they're gone. Yeah, because like all of the shit that we killed gets trapped in our little bubble. That's gonna be a problem.
I'll say lycanthropy is not extra planar.
Well, I mean, just is our field soul permeable?
Yeah, if you go through one of the gods
Right.
that has Copete connection.
So, but any creatures that don't follow those gods, their souls are trapped
Right,
inside the vault.
right. Unless they feel really strongly about not moving along with the assistance of Orcus, then, he's gathering up all the excess souls.
Oh yeah, I guess Orcus would clean up a lot of that.
Minrad, they're the ones that have no buildings. Nahil's just pissed because he took that mine. But yeah.
Well, they shouldn't have been such jerks. That's how I remember it.
The actual, yeah, that's it.
So it sounds like we're going to have to do some escort missions for the caravan to be able to track down where the hell these raiders are coming from to wipe them out.
Listen where the anarchists, the rest, we, Riverhead, we. Or Minnows. Is their weeds better than Riverhead? This is 150 years ago. Oh, Rivendell. I don't even remember where that is, man. Rivendell.
I think it's actually over on the west
Isn't it
coast.
the elvish?
Yeah, the West Coast guys here, south of West South, they're the ones that were like, the world should be humans only. We should continue hunting down all the other non-human people.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right then.
Because, their eastern border is with the elves. They don't like them either. The Wood Elves.
Are we going to have to deal with the Wood Elves?
Well, yeah.
Wood Elf Warhol. That's all it says.
Yeah, but don't they have the profession, right?
Yeah, that's Warhol is. He's the dragon who has Copete.
Yeah, so we have to deal with the Wood Elves without, destroying it.
Mm-hmm.
We also have to assume that, at least I would expect that if we are on the verge of destroying them as a civilization, that they will destroy the Copete as a fuck you. So
A mad mutually assured destruction?
Yeah. Yeah, so.
Thermonuclear warfare.
Oh, come on. This is the third world we're in.
Yeah.
There's another world. We can always just go there. Okay. So you're thinking about going to the library?
I'm definitely wanting. Basically, was trying to figure out how many days.
You've
so I know we have
already
enough,
been tasked with. Oh, you were supposed to get a medal for that. For your work on the planes.
the
the
neck.
Yeah. All right, because they want you to go get more, so they got to pay you. Right?
Yeah. It is a dwarf brain.
It's a dwarf brain in it.
We already knew someone donating dwarves to the cause.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why
it's
we know
just-
why she's on the list too, because we definitely need to take her out. Yes.
Don't say that.
Yo, we're gonna take her out.
You can do it, but
It's a dual wielder. You want to keep it, or you want to put it in the pile? Will you ever be interested in dual wielding?
I probably won't because
How about Warcaster? You want a Warcaster?
Are you an extra worker?
We have 2 extra Warcasters. Because we got a double one at one.
We've gotten 4 warcasters so far?
Yeah.
Well, he definitely needs a warcaster.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
kick the dual wielder, give him a warcaster. And Michael has a warcaster too, but he doesn't want one because he doesn't have any stuff.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's
okay, they think you can't even
spell
use it
sniper.
unless you have a spell.
Yeah.
But then everybody pointed out that he can forecast a message. Because he has a spell.
Yeah, I guess he can pass the spell. The
He doesn't have to point when he does.
Actually, that's
Oh, no. He can point with weapons in his hands.
Yeah,
he still has
that's
to point.
what it is.
But you can point with your weapon.
Wait a minute, dual wield. Can you not dual wield 2 pistols? Is that
It
not how
has
that
to
works?
be made.
No, because that's crossbow expert,
Okay.
right? We'll let you shoot a pistol like a hand crossbow. You shoot a pistol as a bonus action.
I have to reload that one now, or spend my slot. So
You can make 2 magic weapons then, right?
yeah, I'd lose the marker. So it might be, but I could also
No more one-man army.
it'd just be a machine gun. Yeah, that would be an option.
Yeah. Okay. So again,
It would also take an attunement slot as well, although those aren't as much of a problem for me. Because I actually gain attunement slots as I level up.
Yeah, that's right. Didn't you cover that? Your list of bonuses. Although I think that's it for extra medals that you might be interested in.
Oh, I got a couple other ones here that I could.
I think you already turned all those down before, right?
Well, we still got some that haven't been claimed. We'll go over those next session, I guess.
Yeah, it was like stalker, and you have no.
Well, we also have the leadership one too.
Oh yeah, and you have 13 charisma for that though.
Yeah.
You have 13 charisma?
I have an 8.
Yep.
So
We also have
Never
heavy armor
Last
master.
campaign, everybody's stat was intelligent. This campaign, everybody's stat is charisma.
well, mine wasn't.
So what?
Bard.
Ooh, what bard? No.
We-
I should play a bard.
We
I
had
should always-
we had a bard. We had a bard
Yeah, I was-
last one.
Cleric, monk, an artificer, and a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a con sorcerer, so he doesn't have a charisma either.
Yay.
Yeah, I am just slightly
So
more
when you meet the
charismatic.
final boss, it's gonna be okay. Everybody make a charisma save.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, I am slightly more charismatic than my constructs.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so yeah, what I definitely want to do, go to High Guard. It'll take us 7.5 days to get there if we fly. Given the monies that we just spent on this Wyvern, I think we should fly. Our money's worth. Yeah, that too.
Is Evan gonna keep his women? Trade for a pig.
What's that?
He doesn't speak Orcish.
Yeah, but all the orcs speak common. Since the goblins and the orcs were jammed together for 1,000 years, goblin and orcish kind of fell out of favor. Everybody just speaks common.
Pearl speaks Orcish.
What?
Pearl.
Oh, Pearl speaks orcish?
It may have fallen out of favor, doesn't mean they let the language die.
Yeah, still, it's like this.
Like.
It's for like swearing and stuff. Okay,
He
then.
had to take a foreign language.
That should be it. Hopefully we'll have a whole load of people next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then what day did you say you're taking off?
The 20th of October.
20th of October.
It's like 3 weeks.
Stuff to hang in?
Man.